Good afternoon, live from the Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Ross Johnston. For the second time in Hard Knocks history, we will have the defending champions featured, as the Seattle Seahawks will be this year's preseason Hard Knocks team. The Ravens were featured in Hard Knocks' inaugural season in 2001 after winning the Super Bowl. Two rookies and Cardinals quarterback Carson Beck and Raiders cornerback Jermon McCoy both agreed to their rookie deals today. Beck signed a 4-year deal for $7.4 million per Mike Garafolo. Five-star running back David Gabriel Georges out of the Baylor School in Chattanooga is set to announce his commitment today at 4:30. His final three is down to Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Ohio State. It is day 3 at SEC Media Days, and 3HL has a loaded show coming up. Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed will speak in the 4 o'clock hour, and SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey will be on at 5:20. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans of Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Tampa. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Beautiful day in Tampa as well. Our coverage of SEC Media Days in Tampa is presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpace's exceptional office space for every business, locally owned and operated for every business and for you. Visit eSpaces.com. Coming up today at Radio Row, Ole Miss, Florida, Alabama, Texas A&M. Babsy is here. How are you?
What up? Happy, I don't even know what day it is. Where are we? I've been living in this conference hall.
What day is it, Sly?
There you go.
There is
you go,
Ronald
Slay.
Sylvester Slay. Yeah, we've had a great time. Hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage here at SEC Media Days. We'll be back in studio on Friday, but coming up today, again, Ole Miss, Florida, Alabama, Texas A&M, and we're looking forward to a great day here at Radio Row.
We'll have Marcel Reed on.
Okay.
Yes, Nashville.
Shout
like
out
that.
Coach Reed, Rod Reed.
NBA.
I can't wait to see Marcel. We missed him last year, but we get him this year.
Yep.
Veteran status, rode through the SEC.
Yep.
A little bit more of the not the unknown coming into
We
it.
had him on last year. He
Yeah,
just
we had him on,
wasn't
just
a
when the media day. There
representative
you
at
go.
SEC Media Days,
Absolutely.
which is
Oh,
crazy.
good point.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yes.
Ole Miss, Pete Golding coming through for the first time as the head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels. You think he'll be asked about Lane Kiffin's departure at all?
I feel like he don't care. He is like ball coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
Hurry up and get me to the games.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Or back to practice.
Hurry up and get us to this guy walking up.
Oh, yeah. Ryan McGee at the table. Marty McGee. What's up, Ryan? How are you?
This is a good view of the three of y'all, because y'all can't see what I see, but the three of y'all sitting here, and meanwhile behind you is like the waterway and the yachts are going by. A seagull just flew past Dawn's head right there. I'm like, man, this is
Beautiful.
And everybody's like, are you going to the beach? I'm like, I'm stuck in – it's like The Shining. We're stuck in the
Yeah,
hotel.
that's
So,
right.
yeah, nobody's going to the beach.
Well, and every
see
once
it.
in a while, this massive storm comes through, and I was asking about it yesterday, and Babs was like, yeah, we got a tropical depression right now.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Welcome
nobody even
to
knew.
Florida.
Yeah, I'm in a hotel.
Stay weather.
How many years have you guys been doing this show?
So we were talking about this the other day. I think the first iteration of Marty and McGee was an ESPN podcast that no one listened to, and that was about 14 years ago.
Really?
And then so then they moved us to radio.
14.
So I think we're second only to Mike and Mike now for like longest running ESPN radio shows, which is hilarious because they didn't really even want us, you know. But we've been doing the talking season specials since 2018 was the first one. And that was, so we did biscuits or cornbread, and that was a big deal for us. But we were talking to Kirby Smart about it. He's the only head coach left.
Wow.
In 2018.
Nuts?
So because we were like, what questions are we going to ask this year? I'm like, I think we should bring back biscuits or cornbread. They're like, no, we've done that. I go, we did it 8 years ago. I go, and only one coach is left.
Yeah,
And so, So I think we might wait for the 10th anniversary. But when we said that to Kirby, he's like, suddenly I feel old. But it's crazy. But I mean, the second longest tenured coach at one school is Drink.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That is nuts because I feel like Drink like just
got
got
it.
here.
Yeah. And the oldest coach, I think, is Venables, and he's my age. And I'm like, what are we doing? So that's where I'm at.
This is a different world. It's like a young man's game now.
Yeah.
Huh?
I love turning you guys on Saturday, especially when I start. Like, I'll turn it on, then I go do something to come back, and I hear Slay's voice. And I'm like, what is Slay doing? He's on Marty McGee.
It must be basketball season. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. No, we have a good time, and honest, but y'all know the deal, right? The three of y'all obviously are friends. Like, and I can tell as long as I've been doing this show, the second I listen to y'all, I can tell you're friends. You can't replicate it. You can't create chemistry. I was a TV producer in the first half of my career, and you would take the most talented people in the world and put them on a set together, and it was a hot mess. I mean, the Today Show can't get it right, and Good Morning America can't get it right, and then when you get it right, it's great, but you can't replicate it. And Marty and I were friends before this, and hopefully we'll still be friends when they tell us we can't do it anymore.
Ryan McGee with us on 3HL.
What do you do for fun? I mean, obviously what you do is fun.
Yeah.
and the things that you guys come up with is fun, but what do you guys do outside of, like, work for fun?
So we used to. When we first went on the road, like, because we travel every weekend with SEC Nation, and when we first went on the road, which was 2021, we went out a lot. And I think our second ever show was we're at Vanderbilt. I think Jordan Rodgers is getting his number retired or something.
Oh.
And so we went down to Broadway, and we used to go, hard. And so we used to be able to do the show on minimal sleep and maybe still a little drunk.
Yep.
And then we did the show in Miami. We did the 3-hour version of the show at the Miami Grand Prix, and Mario Andretti sat down. And I had gone out the night before with all my British Formula One rider buddies. And I didn't sleep, went straight to set, changed clothes, went straight to set. It was like here, it's humid. And Mario Andretti sat down, and I've known Mario forever. Mario leaned over and he goes, "These are really expensive shoes. Do not throw up on my shoes." And this is right before we come back from break. And I go, "Am I not pulling this off?" He goes, "You are not pulling this off." And so that's when I was like, you know what? I'm 50. I might want to shut this down. So
Pride.
But we honestly, it's funny. But Marty's always gone, or I'm always gone. But we talk on the phone or text every single day, and we send reels to each other like we're married. It's on Instagram. So, but we. Honestly, on the road, we eat dinner early now, and we just talk. It's just funny. We just tell stories.
I love you.
A lot of guys on the porch now, man.
That's it, dude. That's us. Give me all we need is a rocking chair and a pipe. That's it.
Yeah, we keep talking about Pudding Day. Pudding Day is going to be special for us.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
A fruit cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I not pulling this off? That is my favorite.
No. Am I not pulling this off? Because you're not pulling. And he's the cool. Mario Andretti is the coolest human being on planet Earth.
Really?
And he just leaned over and he goes, "You are not pulling this off." I'm like, okay.
With the
awesome.
accent.
Thank you. But I did not throw up on his Gucci shoes.
Ryan McGee, he is not going to throw up today.
No, please don't.
No,
I got some nice Jordans on right here. Ryan, I got to ask you, man, when it comes to narrating these pieces that you do for SEC,
it's so
ESPN, like, what mind state do you go in? Because we get to see the picture of when people create movies like Pixar and they do voiceovers and things of that nature. Do you get to see the picture first before you do it?
No.
Or they give you the script, you read it, put yourself on
I'll
it,
write
and
it.
go?
Yeah, so I'll write it. And so I mentioned earlier, I started at ESPN a really, really long time ago, right out of UT. I started on the producer track. Yeah. And my favorite part of the job was writing scripts. Like Linda Cohn just retired from ESPN.
Yeah.
The first Sports Center script I ever wrote was for Linda for the 6 o'clock Sports Center in 1995. Wow. And I sent it to her, like when she retired, and we had a great moment. But my favorite part was writing like tease scripts. Yeah. And so I do it for Sports Center, I do it whatever, and then I became a feature producer, and we used to do a show on ESPN2 called RPM Tonight. It was a nightly motorsports show.
I remember that.
We did 216 shows one year, and I wrote 200 teases. And that's reps. It's just like an athlete. It's just reps. It's drills. And so now when I came back to ESPN doing what I'm doing now, I was writing a lot of scripts that were voiced by actors or voiced by voiceover people, whatever. And eventually they started letting me do it. But I love it because I get to write, which is always my favorite part. But I also kind of tap back into. When I was a kid, I would watch Monday Night Football, and I would watch, Keith Jackson live from the Rose Bowl, and whatever they had written. Reese Davis, the way he leads the game day.
Oh my gosh!
Right,
but those intros are incredible.
But when
he writes those too, right?
Yeah, he does. Yep. And one thing about ESPN is, and I worked at Fox for a while and had a great time. But at Fox, there are a lot of times because they're based in Hollywood. there's writers. And at ESPN, everything you hear for the most part has been written by, the anchor if it's live on the air. And so it kind of taps back into, what I got to do when it started my career and what I get to do. But y'all I appreciate y'all saying it. It's my favorite part of the job. So the fact that they still let me do it is the best.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did Linda edit your script you wrote for her?
She didn't change a word.
Nice.
Didn't change a word. And in fact, I was a rookie production assistant, and she didn't know me. And you put it in the computer, and you're just like, all right, they're gonna rip it to shreds. And she went into the little room and she voiced it, and then she came and found me. She came into screening, which was where she goes, who wrote this? And I said, I wrote it. And she goes, come here and talk to me. And we sat down and talked about what I did and the process. I posted the script on Instagram not too long ago, and it's just. But I just got.
Awesome.
But I just got lucky. But back then it was boot camp when you were a production assistant at ESPN, and Dan Patrick and I joke all the time. He tried to get me fired because my handwriting was so bad on shot sheets. We've talked about it on this show. And Keith Olbermann, I drove Keith to work. And it was hard. It was super hard. But it was, yeah. Oh, no. There you go. A doctor's handwriting without the salary. That's all I say. But
that's Baptist handwriting. I showed right.
But it was boot camp. It literally was like 2 days.
Yeah.
So what I did those couple of years, I still live off of.
So how did you get that job?
I bombed my interview, but I got lucky because they started ESPN too. And so they needed people. And so the deal was you flew to Bristol and you did an interview, and then you stayed on – they would put you on a list, and you stayed on the list. They would rank you from 1 to whatever.
Oh, my Lord.
And you would stay on the list for 1 year. And then after a year, they said, if we don't call you a year from today, August, whatever, we're not going to call. 362 days. I still hold the record.
Wow.
There was a guy named Al Jaffe. When Al retired,
Yes.
I called Al, and hey, Al, it's Ryan McGee. He goes, you will always hold the record. So I came 3 days shy of falling off the clipboard.
362.
Yeah, but I just got lucky because they started ESPN too. So they needed more people. So I got it's all Marty's like, I don't believe in luck. I'm like, I do, because if they hadn't started ESPN too, I'd be the best photographer you ever heard of at the Monroe Inquirer Journal.
Yeah, but you were ready. Preparation for top ready right there.
I appreciate that.
Ryan McGee, 3HL.
So diving into football.
Yep.
You guys get to go on the road every Saturday, man.
Yep.
Like the environments are, I don't even have words for it.
Yep,
but
so
being
great.
able to step on the set with you guys when you come to Neyland, outside of that, what's something that you're looking forward to, the environment you're walking into this year, that you're like, you know what, this one probably going to be a little bit more explosive than usual?
Well, we don't announce our travel schedule more than a week ahead of
Okay,
time.
all right.
But I'd be willing to bet my Dodge Ram pickup truck that I will be in Oxford, Mississippi.
There you
week
go.
3.
That's what I was looking for.
And I was not in Knoxville for
Yeah.
the Ole Miss game, for the golf ball game. But I was. But I'm going to be. That game will be at night,
Yes.
and I'm going to be. A lot of times we do the show and we go.
Yeah.
Right. Unless we're in Knoxville, I always stay. But
Right.
we almost always try to get home to see our families and all that. And so, but we will not be going home from that one. We're going to be staying for that one. But I can't even imagine. I don't know if y'all heard. I did a documentary about Lane Kiffin that he completely burned to the ground.
God.
And Marty was held, prisoner of war in the lobby of the Ole Miss
Yes.
football building, last year while we were waiting on while I was in Knoxville.
And it was a great story.
When we had doing the show.
Yep.
And so we can't wait to see him on Thursday, and I haven't seen him since. So and I can't wait to see, to go to that environment. That's going to be it's going to be nuts, man.
How many situations have you had like that? Because that story came out, it was a talking piece for us leading up to it, and then the decision came down, and we were sitting there like, hey, man, now wait a minute, man. This ain't who we just saw on the screen. Like,
and then so what we did was, and it's on ESPN Plus, we have not interviewed him again. We will Thursday.
Yeah.
But, I went and rewrote the ending of the documentary, and what the line I wrote was, and knowing he was going to do an interview with us again, the line I wrote was, I said, so who is this guy? Like, is he a guy who has learned from his mistakes, or is he a guy who is just doomed to always repeat the past? Yeah. And you find out who you are when it's time to run home to mama, right?
Yep.
And he's standing at the crossroads again after he sat there with me and talked about, I regret the way I left Knoxville. I regret this. I regret that. And then when he had a choice, he made the same decision. And the thing is, I get it.
Yeah.
And just own it. I went to LSU because of so-and-so. I got a chance to win an national. And, oh, by the way, they're paying me $90 million. Just say that.
And that's okay.
Why do all this other stuff?
Or my family wanted to go there more.
Yeah.
Well, and the disappointing part to me was because we talked to the family. We didn't talk to Layla. I talked to Layla on background. Like, I talked to her for a long time in Knoxville one night. In the documentary, there's the dinner scene. And Layla and I sat in the wing of the house and talked for a long time. She got very emotional talking about how much she loved Knoxville and hated it. I was like, it's great. But we interviewed the daughter who was at Ole Miss. We interviewed Knox, and the disappointing part for me was after all of that, they posted that picture at the private airport before they got on the plane. They're all throwing up peace sign like we're out, and I'm like, then how emotional are you about this actually? Because that's a chump move, and so that part of it was disappointing. Yeah. But Thursday will be interesting.
What did he say to you? What
I haven't talked to him.
Nothing.
The last time I had any communication with Lane Kiffin was in the Marriott in Knoxville on Friday night. We were going to do Marty and McGee on Saturday morning. Slay came on with us. And we had Leanne Morgan on as well. My wife was there. It was amazing.
She's a great time.
We had a great time, and it was up until the game. It was great. But I was texting with him until 1 o'clock in the morning, to the point that my wife looked at me and said, "You have to go to bed. You have a show in the morning." Yeah. And the texts were all like, I don't know what I'm going to do, and this and that, so and so. And I don't think that was true. Like, I think he'd already decided. I think it was at that point he knew he was going to do, but he was trying to stay for the playoff. Yeah. And meanwhile, I told him, I said, well, all right, what you should do is tomorrow morning when Marty's in the lobby, because Marty wasn't with me.
Right. Nope.
In the morning when Marty's in the lobby in your office, you should just walk down there and just talk to us. Yeah. And tell us what you want to do. That's what your dad would have done. Yeah. I never heard from him again. And so I think I got one text from him kind of half joking about something a couple weeks ago about it, but whatever. But so Thursday will be the first time Marty and I either one have seen him.
So you have to sit down with him?
I want to be a fly
Oh, yeah. Every coach comes in the room.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
What do you have to?
What do you anticipate that conversation?
I already have dibs on first question. I told Marty, I said, dude, I always give you the first question. If you listen to Marty McGee, Marty gets the first question. But I'll be asking the first question, and I'm keeping that to myself.
You're not going to say what you're going to ask?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case
I can't wait to watch.
Just in case the Google spiders are out there, I don't want to know. I would like for y'all to get the download, but I don't want them to hear it.
No, the download will be live on TV.
Yeah. We'll talk after we get off.
Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah,
that'll be something.
But it's never boring. I'll give him that. But just own it. I say that all the time about just people in general. Hugh Freeze, right?
Yep.
Just be who you are, dude. It's fine. But
you like to golf. That's fine.
Urban Meyer. Don't tell me how to be a man, and then we know what the deal is. Just be who you are, and I will give Lane credit in that he definitely knows who he is. Yeah. He's self-aware. The rest of us just aren't aware of what that is.
That's it.
That's a great way to end this conversation.
He's self-aware.
He's Ryan McGee.
He's aware. Yeah,
at least.
We are all anticipating this conversation on Thursday. Thank you for hopping on, man.
Hey, y'all the best. No. It's good to see your faces. And
Solid.
Hopefully I'll see you. Come on.
Back porch.
I'll come see you in Knoxville this fall.
Okay.
And then we'll see you in Charlotte this winter.
I like it.
More 3HL coming up, 104.5 The Zone.
Check this out, y'all. Low T and Synergex teamed up, man, to be the ultimate team. Yes, for you. Testosterone levels may be a little bit off, but you never know until you go get checked. They can get you all the way checked out and get your balance. And know that it's a blueprint for you. It's not a one fits all and none of that. No, they go right for what you need. It's designed for your life. What's your levels? You can get on top of this. Listen, I had my levels checked, man, in this, and I was that close to being diabetic, didn't even know it. But these are the things that you find out once you get your blood work back, because they got the on-site labs, man. Get it back within 20 minutes or less. and you know exactly what's going on. A lot of experience right there with Low T. And it's more than just taking care of guys. It's taking care of women as well. Increasing the life, increasing your output that you're getting, the gains that you're looking to give, some moreling right there for you. Whatever you're looking for, just go to fixmylowt.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Our coverage of SEC Media Days in Tampa is presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpace's exceptional office space for every business. Visit espaces.com. Dari Nokwa sitting at the table now. Dari, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. I'm great. I'm good to see you guys, as always. Don's never here when I do the show, so it's good to have Don. Hi, Don.
I'm so happy to be here. Hi.
And you're awake. You look relaxed, like you got a nap or something over there, so that's awesome.
You are all jerks. Every one of you. Just jerks. Listen,
man.
I brought a blanket. It's cold as something I can't say on air. Right here in our area, so I just cuddled up in my little blanket and perhaps closed my eyes. It was a late night, Dari.
I'm looking to see if there's a vent up there.
It is.
There
I
is.
think they're
It's
in the
hidden.
corners.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
We've scoped this out.
I got you.
Figured out why it's cold.
Late
here.
night. What was it? Why was it so
Family
late
night.
It was family night.
Oh,
Dari.
family night. You guys sat around and played Monopoly and stuff.
Oh,
together?
yeah.
Kinda
We had
what it
3
was?
check marks we had to, check off, and the first one was the beautiful gentlemen's club of what's the name?
Well, there were 2 ladies with us, so
Yeah,
Mons Venus.
yeah, but it's called the gentlemen's club.
Mons
That's what they call it.
Venus.
Mons
Sorry.
Venus is
Mons
what it went.
Venus.
Yep.
Yeah.
That,
What? You know
there
what?
could be no other business called that.
No,
Not a pet store.
Not a grocery store, not a pet store.
Mons
No.
Venus.
No.
Nope.
Listen, Dari, you do a lot of SEC Network shows with Slay. Why don't you ask him what his stripper name is?
What is
I thought it was a dancer name.
I'm
What
sorry,
is your-
dancer.
what is your-
I made everybody call him dancers
Yes, yeah,
last
they're
night.
dancers. What is your
yes.
dancer?
My dancer name is coming to the stage, the big fella.
Nope.
Okay.
Chocolate Thunder.
There you
Oh,
go.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
Who came up with Chocolate Thunder?
The dancer, Rio.
I like to say from down under.
You were actually given that name by a dancer.
Yeah.
at-
Correct.
What's the
Yeah.
name of the place?
Mons Venus.
Mons Venus.
We can go.
The dancer's
Well,
name
I can get you
Rio?
a name. Yeah, yeah.
Rio.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
River,
Ugh.
Rio called you
Chocolate Thunder. Yeah. I like to put the down under part on it. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah. You just add that on
Yeah,
yourself.
that's me.
You know what's
gotta-
funny about that is that's strangely his pool nickname as well.
His pool nickname?
Oh,
Yeah, that's see.
I heard he beat you on everything you guys
He
play,
beats
is
me
what he
in
said.
nothing that we played. Did you tell him that?
No.
In fact, he won one game of ping pong and celebrated as though he'd won the NBA
See,
championship.
the problem with that
Tracks.
game is that was on video.
Everybody
so
saw
we
it.
also
Unfortunately.
Everybody saw
Well,
it.
you know why? Because he had a lead late, so it was worth recording. That's the only time it's ever happened.
All I'm saying is nobody until the movie came out saw Daniel's son and the work that he was putting in.
Oh, okay.
Everybody just heard about the teachings of Mr. Miyagi. So what I'm doing for everybody, all the listeners and the viewers out there, I'm showing the skill that was bestowed upon me from Mr. Miyagi.
I am teaching you.
You are sensei.
Yes.
It was no fun when the student starts to beat the teacher, though.
No.
And that's what I am. I did a crane kick on him. If you watch the movie, I crane kicked
You
him,
did.
knocked him out. And
did.
it has never been the same. Our competition level has went up higher.
It has.
So I don't even count the however many times you
300 or
beat me
400
before.
times I beat you.
only-
You got that one, though.
Yeah, only
300 or
that's all.
400 times.
I'm building off that
Yeah.
one.
Now, when you get your first billiards victory here?
I'll be there tonight.
You sure?
Absolutely sure.
You will be over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely sure.
Okay, in the hotel,
In the hotel.
right there in the lobby.
Get my pool
There's
stick
a
ready.
yellow felted pool table.
Can you cue my
yellow.
yellow.
my stick up?
Kind of
It's
nice.
sweet.
I'll be ready.
Yeah.
It's like for SEC yellow.
Bring
Yeah,
the crowd.
I don't really know why we stay at a hotel. By the way, we stay in a hotel, and every time we walk in, it's like prom night. There's all these girls in like completely fixed up
Gowns and everything.
Yeah, like wearing clothes, unlike the ones you saw last night. And they take pictures on the staircase, like it's a prom.
Yeah.
And
Upton Motors, Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, they are here for you. Love these guys. Been talking about them forever. Love partnering with great companies, and Gupton certainly is one of those. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, now located at 3224 Tom Austin Highway, so same street, new building, brand new, and you need to go see them. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out, and they're going to get you headed in the right direction. Also, after the point of sale, the service department is impeccable. They will let you know when you need oil change or tire rotation or whatever you need. They will always be on top of it. GuptonMotors.com is the website. You can find out all the dealership information there. Address, phone number, ways to get in contact with them, ways to find them right there, GuptonMotors.com. All of the inventory is there as well, new and pre-owned. Tremendous selection of pre-owned vehicles, GuptonMotors.com, and all of the deals they have going on in the month of July. GuptonMotors.com. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. It'll be the best vehicle buying experience that you will have ever had. In my opinion, Gupton Motors, driving deals home for the best deals, the best service, and the best experience. You got to go to Gupton. Offer subject to eligibility. See dealer for details.
All right, I want to give a shout out to all of my former athletes. Maybe you were athletic in your earlier years. Fitness was easy. If you're like me, it's like, oh, okay, I can just go to the gym for a little bit and then all the weight's going to fall off. And then, oh, wait, it doesn't happen anymore. That's why you need to go see my friends at Contours LLC in Franklin. Doesn't matter what sport you played in high school, maybe college, you were exercising all the time, you're in good shape, and then life set in. And so I went to Contours LLC in Cool Springs, talked to them about their red light technology. It's used for body fat and body contouring. The staff explained to me that the red light basically opens a pore in your fat cells, allows the contents to leave your body naturally, and then boom, you lose inches off the waistline and the belly, the legs, whatever your problem area is. My first visit, I lost almost 4 inches across belly and legs and back area. Imagine what they can do for you. If you want to get back towards that shape you used to be in before life interfered, go see Contours LLC in Franklin. Phone number 615-236-9960. You can look them up online, contoursllc.com. Oh, and by the way, tell them Dawn sent you. They're going to give you your first visit for only $99. Contours LLC, 615-236-9960. Ask for the Dawn deal.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slade, Arinoka, SEC Network anchor and host with us on 3HL. Technical difficulties happen.
Hey, we
sometimes.
made it 3 days. 2.5.
Did y'all notice, though, like, when we're talking Mons, Venus, and whatever else, everything's fine.
Right,
we start talking football, and it's
it's a gauntlet. That's how
Done.
the SEC is.
Oh, this is an interesting Wi-Fi Dawn.
Yeah, it's a bumpy road in the SEC. That's what it is.
I do like Auburn with Byron Brown at quarterback.
I do, too. That dude,
I'm with you on Summerall
great.
because their roster is better than I think people think, but I am intrigued by that quarterback.
Yeah. They only have
Did you
one
have
year.
him on?
We had him on yesterday. He was on set
Yeah.
with us. You know, like, that's the thing is you kind of get to know these guys. He steps on the set before we're actually live, shakes everybody's hand, like a good, solid, firm handshake down the line. We do the interview. We go back to commercial. What's he do? Comes back, good, solid, firm hand. Like, one of those dudes, man.
Yeah.
You instantly become a fan of Byron Brown. Yeah.
This is
Big. I think he looks big.
This
He
is a
does.
year when you look at guys like Venables, Sark at Texas, guys that need to go and win now. How they win now?
Win big.
Yeah, and win big. So that's
Venables needs to do that.
Okay. So that's my question. You get a guy like Mateer back. You see what happened last year.
Yeah.
What is the ceiling to make everybody in Oklahoma fans, and then when you look at Texas, be like, all right, that was a good season.
Yeah, for Oklahoma, I think it's get back and win a playoff game. They should have had the Alabama game last year. I mean, 17-0, and then it went haywire.
Yep.
It's win a playoff game.
Okay.
I think get to Atlanta would be great. Win a playoff game would be great. Texas, honestly,
Natty.
probably the Natty.
Yeah.
You don't have Arch Manning's walking through there all the time, and all the talent they've got all over the football field.
Yeah.
And Cam Coleman and all. I think they probably got to win it. If not, at least get to that game but I would say probably win it. Yeah.
You've been able to be close to that and watch how that, what the rivalry is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Will Texas fans be disgruntled if they don't win it and then start heating up to see Sark? Or
Yeah.
they give 'em some-
Yeah. I think
wild,
so. I mean,
man.
it could even be one of those things where, like, he almost feels like if an NFL job opens, he might need
on.
to take it, you
Yeah.
know, because he
Yeah.
seems to have been close a couple of times. But
Right.
Yeah, 9-3 is not going to do it. It's
Yeah.
not going to be good enough again. Yeah.
Congratulations for a softball championship, too. I see you with your
Baseball.
Baseball. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We're
baseball.
used to softball.
We used
They
no,
are
we,
used to
no,
softball, yeah.
Yeah, I know that's why it went like that. Like it went, what do y'all win 9 in a row or something crazy? But
was a great run.
baseball. Yeah, hell of a run. But baseball
Yes,
championship, no doubt.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Skip Johnson's fantastic. I'm so happy for him. Yeah.
Why are y'all looking at me?
I don't know.
Look at you.
Let me carry this. Hold
Hang
on.
on a
I-
second.
no, I-
What were your all strippers' names? Dancers' names? Did you
Hey,
all
thanks.
do
There go my dog.
man.
Now, there go my
Can we
dog
get
right
back
there.
to that?
There go my dog. Go get us where we're supposed to be, Dar.
There's the reporter in you, Dari, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm
You can't
very
just-
impressed.
Yeah, thank you.
His was cowboy.
I look like a cowboy, don't
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
Throw a hat on? Yep.
He went from mayor to cowboy.
Okay.
His was moose.
Moose.
Yeah, we
Okay.
told Rio he's from Canada.
Yeah.
I'm not. I am
No,
not
we
from
didn't tell
Canada.
him. That's exactly what it is.
All right. Okay.
He's
All
not
right.
Canadian, but
I'm
yeah.
not from Canada at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No
He absolutely
Canadian
is
whatsoever.
from Canada.
He does not sound Canadian.
Yeah, he don't have
See,
to.
thank
It's in
you.
his blood.
Thank
He does
you.
not
It's in his
sound
blood.
Canadian.
Is
Yeah.
it, well,
Yeah.
trust
Is that
me.
what it is?
It's
Yeah.
mafia.
Okay. And Don, finally yours?
Well, so Rio really liked Babs, which is my nickname
On the show.
So I was like,
Babs?
Work name
Yeah.
can't be dancer name.
Babs.
Why Babs?
My
Babette.
middle name is Babette.
Oh.
Yeah. So
The things you learn on 3HL.
Yeah.
Babette. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
yeah,
Babette.
one of our old hosts
Babette.
when I started on 3HL called me Babs,
Babette.
and then it's French, Dari.
It's a
French.
Babette. It's a Quebec. It's for his neck country. It's Canada.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Babette.
But then, what was that crazy girl I played blackjack with?
Tabby, who
Yeah,
was
so then I went
actually
with
a
Tabby.
dancer herself.
Yes.
Her dancer name was Chase, and then she looks at Don
Yeah,
and goes,
little
"You know what
Tabby.
your dancer name should be? Tabby."
Like, Dari, is this real life? Yes. Are you thinking, are we on air still? Like,
I
we're
kind
not-
of am. I'm like, seriously, I'm like looking to see if the Wi-Fi dropped again. I mean,
Oh, you're
looking
good.
at the Comrex here. We still good?
Back to football.
No, back to the pool game in Dallas a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was ugly, man. What is?
I love my guy
God.
Slay, but it was so impressive watching you run him because Dari hits a shot and then walks the room talking to everybody, doesn't even watch what he's doing.
That's what you call a conniving hustler.
Yeah.
Pool shark.
I mean, you saw that walk off. Do you see the walk off though, man?
Yeah, I mean
Down the rail, just.
Laid the stick
I didn't
down.
watch it go in, man. That's like Steph Curry. He lets it go and starts going to play defense. You don't even need to watch that thing go in.
So you tonight.
I'm better.
There you go.
I'm better. I'm
Yeah,
better.
I know what to do.
Chocolate Thunder. Let you go.
Do you think Lane talks smack tomorrow? You think he's very quiet?
I think Lane Kiffin is the most overrated microphone speaker in this league. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be.
He ain't gonna say nothing.
I think Jeff Levy could be the best of the bunch.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Sark
Because
could
he's
even
just
be a
like
little bit better.
ball coach. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think Lane will be fine. He'll
Yeah.
talk about Golding the way Golding talked about him and all that stuff. I am looking forward to one of our early segments on the set. I'm on the set early with Saban and Chiswick and Ben Watson, but we will have Lane on the set, so it'll be kind of fun to have Saban and
group.
Lane there
Yeah.
together and Chiz, and so that'll be fun.
like that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you for the time, Dari.
No problem.
Good stuff.
Chocolate Thunder,
Yeah.
Cowboy, Babette, Canadian Moose.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it, guys.
Coming
I'm
up,
so sorry,
Also
Dari.
Babette. Yes, oui.
coming up at 4:20, Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed at 5:20, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, among others. More 3HL coming up. 104.5 The Zone.
Au revoir.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Tampa. Our coverage of SEC Media Days is presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpaces, exceptional office space for every business. Visit eSpaces.com. Our good friend Jacob Hester walking by. We just pull him down to the table. I had no idea where you were going. You look like you were intent on going somewhere, but here you are.
Just to the next job, to the next. So I finished 3 hours over here in Baton Rouge, and now I got 4 more going across the hall on Sirius XM, and so just to the next one.
Yeah.
But, you know, like you said, I'm going to sit down with you all every time. So if you yell at me, I'll even be late for my job.
We appreciate that. And last time we had you on, Lorenzo Neal popped on, and it was like fullbacks unite.
Oh, my God. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. I sat down, and actually the curtain behind Slay is pulled a little bit. I don't know if y'all can tell. I was like, is Lorenzo Neal hiding behind there? or did y'all maybe say, you know what, we did load Neal already, and Mike Allstott's behind. We're in Tampa.
That's right.
I was like, is Allstott behind there? They're going to let him come out. We're going to do a whole fullback thing again.
Come out like the Kool-Aid man.
that was glorious.
That guy hitting linebackers, man.
Oh, my gosh. So on my my NFL show, we have fullback Fridays.
Okay.
And because we're trying to bring the fullback back in the NFL.
Somebody needs to.
We do. And look, 3 of the last 4 teams standing had a fullback.
That is.
Look at you.
The world champion Seattle Seahawks, they had 2 on their 53 man. I'm just saying.
How about that?
It correlates to success. And so we have had Tom Rathman, we've had Max Strong, we've had Mike Allstott, Lorenzo Neal.
Yeah.
We've had all the legendary fullbacks. And it's so fun because – you know, they probably don't get a lot of people asking them to do interviews, but they're legends, right? And so we get to chopping it up, and we ask them, like, who's the hardest hitter you ever went against? And it tells just, like, old stories of, like, a time when football was violent, which is my favorite version.
So Lane Kiffin.
We need a Mod Hall.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Sarge.
Stud.
He was, right? I felt like he was super undervalued, too.
He was a brick.
Yes.
He was a brick.
Okay.
So Lane Kiffin coming through tomorrow. We were told he will not do Radio Row. He will do his. I'm sure he'll filibuster in there, take very limited questions, and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, he won't. He's not going to stop by our table either. So don't worry. We're the station in Baton Rouge. We haven't had a chance to have him yet either.
You haven't?
No, and
that is really
we have
surprising.
every other head coach for LSU.
Yeah.
Will Wade, Jay Johnson, Kim Mulkey, who's a beast.
What a roster of coaches!
It's pretty fun. It's fun. So we get them on every week, and they're great with their time. And so hopefully we can get him on here or there. But
in the past, you had Brian Kelly. You had
we have BKs here and there.
Edo.
Coach O's every week.
Yeah.
And he was
Coach
so
O's
good.
the best, man.
Coach O got fired in the middle of the season, and we're like, he's not coming on. He's like, hey, y'all calling me today? And, like, we called him. And he's like, yeah, I'm still coaching, so we're still talking Tigers. And we're like, okay, let's go. So even when he got fired in the middle of the season, he still joined us every single week. So
he's the best.
Yeah, we couldn't get BK to do it. He was here and there. So we'll see if we can get Lane
But you
on.
you did have him on, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially, like, after he was hired and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You haven't had Lane yet?
We have not had him yet, And something like
Come
this,
on,
like
Kiff.
BK would have sat down with us. So hopefully – hopefully maybe tomorrow we can, since we're by that exit door, maybe we can get him on the way out. But I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I like talking with Lane, I've known Lane forever. He was a head coach in the NFL when I got in there.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
With the Raiders. So I've known him forever. And as much as I like talking ball with him, my most, exciting conversation every time is Whit Weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to say brother 17 times in the interview.
And
oh, brother, I don't know, man, golly. And it's just like, he has like so much Phillip Rivers in him. And like maybe so like for me, that's like brings me back.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose from the LSU people that are going to be here, it's Whit Weeks.
Okay.
We're
supposed to have
yes,
him.
we are.
Yeah.
So you'll love it.
What do we need to ask about with him?
He'll talk about anything under the sun. Make fun of him, though, for never seeing Varsity Blues.
Wow.
I asked him.
He is a character.
That's exactly what I told him. I was like, wait a minute, you haven't seen Varsity Blues?
Come on,
because that was our
dude.
question to all the guys last year.
Yeah.
I was like, if anybody here, my most money was on you because you are a character. Same thing from that movie. So just give him a hard time. He'll know where it came from.
So Stephen Garcia told us a great story about he visited Ole Miss, and Ed Orgeron was there, and he's like, hey, man, I'm not going to be here very long. You might want to go somewhere else.
Don't come here.
That feels very that's so good. I love Coach O. It's so good to have him back. And I'll tell you a quick Coach O recruiting story for me.
Yeah.
I actually I didn't learn it until probably 3 years ago. So my high school quarterback, John David Booty, went to USC. And so they watched a bunch of his tape, and they saw me on the same tape. You know how it happens in recruiting. Like, you don't mean to watch the person, and they show up.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Steve Sarkisian tells me this story. He said, I am on the table begging Pete Carroll to offer you. He's like, we want, like, this guy, he's Booty's guy, like, he's going to blah, 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 you know, the whole deal. And he goes, all right, this is Pete Carroll. He's like, Ed, you're from Louisiana. That's your recruiting territory. You got the final say. Scholarship or none? He said he goes up and goes thumbs down.
Oh. Sent my boy on his way,
He
man.
goes thumbs down. No offer for Hester. You're not coming out here to USC.
Damn, man.
Sark told me that on air, and I'm like,
my
that's
goodness.
why. I thought I had a chance. Sark's like, I want you to know I was the guy on the table, and Eddie O turned you down.
Hey, it
It
worked out
well.
okay.
Oh, did.
Yeah. That's right.
Look, my wife could go to LSU on an academic scholarship. We were together in high school. I wasn't leaving the state of Louisiana.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
do you know that when you're in high school and you have a superstar quarterback, you know you're on tape that's getting circulated, right?
Yeah, you do. And
in the moment, you know
I
that?
think that's how I got all of my offers, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest. I was a
Yeah.
two-star recruit.
Yeah.
But I had like an offer list that was a little bit of the LSU, Oklahoma, Texas, whoever. Not USC, Edo. But I had it was because of that. It was because they saw me on tape, and I wasn't, the recruiting service stuff was kind of new too.
Yeah.
But I was a two-star guy but had all the offers, and I think it was because of John David. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, man, I appreciate you. And so funny enough, my oldest son, he's going to be a junior this year. Well, last year he plays on the defensive line, and Lamar Brown was the number one recruit in the country.
Yeah.
And he played next to him. And I said, Jackson, they don't know who you are. They have no idea, but you're going to get seen by every major college coach in America every snap that he's next to you. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, they're watching him, make them notice you. Yeah. And so, like, it was a good tool for me. And I gave him the example of that's how Dad got to LSU. They were watching John David, and they found me. And so it was kind of cool to have that and share that with him. And he played really well, and now we're starting the recruiting process, which is scary as hell, but we're here.
Wow.
That's
LSU
awesome, man.
for
Congrats.
him? LSU or bust for him?
I want him to go to Ivy League. He is brilliant.
Yeah.
He is smart.
Okay.
And I use this line all the time, and this is not to besmirch Middle Tennessee State. I don't want to do that, but it's the school I go to. I don't know why, and I know we're on in Tennessee, and I apologize. I'm like, look, if you get, directional school you offer to play that, or you get, Princeton, I'm like, buddy, you're going to the Ivy League.
Yeah.
Like, so hopefully he can elevate in maybe Vanderbilt, Tulane,
There you
Northwestern, one of those schools. That would be like, because
It's a lifetime decision.
It is.
Absolutely.
No doubt. I mean,
It's
all
not a
of us.
4-year
Yep.
decision.
You went to Tennessee, it's for the rest
You
of
know
your
it-
life.
you know what it
Same thing with
is.
me for LSU. So we're in that process right now. Now, of course, Mama's like, he can go to Louisiana Tech right down the road.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how it
That's
goes.
the crazy part.
I
man.
feel her.
Kids don't make decisions on that anymore. They
Yeah.
should.
Jacob Hester with us on 3HL.
All right, most intriguing storyline for SEC is what this year? And don't say Lane.
No, I'm not gonna. I mean,
'cause
gosh,
it's
we
lame.
have talked about that in linked, and even like the Pete Golding part of it, which is intriguing. But like we've
Right.
talked
Yeah.
about that as well. Over under on cuss words at the podium for Pete's 3.5. By the way, if you want some odds,
Yeah.
if you want to take
3.5.
somebody, 3.5.
Are you going over?
Yes,
Are you going over?
Oh, I'm going over.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the best way possible. I
Yeah.
love Pete Golding.
Hey, he's just all ball, right?
He's
just a ball coach.
He's all ball.
He
So
wouldn't do
this is
this
going to be
crap.
new. This is a new thing for him, and so I'm intrigued by that. But for me, it's John Sumrall in Florida.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I'm biased in this answer because I got to know John when he was at Tulane, right down the road. We'd interview him all the time on our college show, and Tulane was very successful. And I'm like, when this guy gets the job, and I thought it was going to be Kentucky because that's where he went, and it wasn't Kentucky, it was Florida. I go, oh, boy, they're about to be like an awakening there in Gainesville. And I get everybody saying, we just did this. Billy Napier, group of 6 coach from Louisiana. It didn't work.
Right.
And I love Billy Napier. He's a good football coach. He's at a good program now. Billy Napier is not a distant cousin to John Sumrall in
Those
personality.
are two very different personalities.
And
That's what I was gonna
Florida
say.
needs John Sumrall. They need
Yeah.
that personality. He crushed it in there, I heard.
Yeah.
He is going to wake that sleeping giant up, and nobody's really talking about it, at least not enough, and that's going to be my biggest thing is watching him at Florida.
One question before you get out of here, Hester. How patient would the LSU fans be?
Look, I know Jordan said yesterday they got to make it to a national championship game appearance at least. That's not. We're boots on the ground every day in Baton Rouge.
Yes.
We played there. That's not. They got to get to a playoff.
Yep.
And it didn't matter who the coach was. They had to get to a playoff. That's why Brian Kelly's not there anymore.
Yep.
They got to get to a playoff. They don't have to go to the national championship game in year one. That's very unrealistic. I mean, the SEC hasn't been in one in 3 years.
That's right.
So you're telling this guy he's got to go make it there in his first year. That's not realistic. Make it to the college football playoff, beat some good teams, and show that it's going in the right direction.
Jacob Hester, we love you, man. Appreciate you hopping on.
Oh, anytime for y'all.
He does 72 hours of radio a day, which is technically impossible, but he manages to do it.
Yes.
So we'll get you on and talk some NFL when we get closer.
Yes.
It's coming.
Love to do it. I think I'm doing Titans camp this year, so it'll be fresh on the memory, and we can do it.
See you there.
Oh, perfect. Even better.
Great.
Yep. Thank
Jacob
you.
Hester, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. eSpaces.com. Love talking about these guys. Locally owned and operated. Went to see John Pirtle and his crew a few days ago. Always loved going over there. Went to the Music Row location. They've got 15 locations, 12 in the Middle Tennessee area, also in Knoxville, in Orlando, and in Atlanta. Coming soon to Memphis. But these guys care about the community for sure. They invest in countless high schools and local youth sports. One cool aspect I like about these guys, well, I like everything about these guys, but for example, if your business is in one certain location and maybe you have clients in another part of the town, you can set up a meeting room at eSpaces and get it done that way in their area. Another thing is you can do short-term, long-term, whatever. My guess is you'll end up doing a long-term. If you do a long-term deal, you can decorate the office any way you want. They have incredible options, and the best way for me to tell you how to find out more is for you to go to the website. eSpaces.com is the website. That's eSpaces.com. Private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access with flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? You can. Tours available now, eSpaces.com. And here's the thing. You don't have to make your workspace uncomfortable by working out of the house. So many distractions. eSpace is perfect for you in that way. eSpaces.com. Again, eSpaces.com.
All right, we are here in Tampa at SEC Media Days, and, you know, it's warm, beautiful. Our Airbnb where we're all staying has an awesome pool, and I have been, you know, working out, trying to eat right, trying to get back in shape so I feel good about being in a swimsuit again. And maybe you're like me where no matter what you do, there's just like that few extra little inches that you can't get off. And it's just not easy to get it off like you used to. That is why I went to Contours LLC. In Franklin, they use a red light technology which helps to get rid of body fat, and I could not believe the results. The treatment was relaxing, completely pain-free, non-invasive, and best of all, I lost almost 4 total inches across my belly and thighs and bottom area on the very first visit. So if you've been wanting to feel more confident about your appearance without surgery, without downtime, now is a perfect time to give Contours LLC a try. And the best part, if you don't lose at least 2 inches, your treatment is free. They have a Dawn deal going. I told them, I'm like, listen, anything that I like, I want to pass along to our listeners. And the Dawn deal right now, if you tell them Dawn sent you, got $99 for your first visit. Call Contours LLC today, 615-236-9960. If you call them right now, they'll give you the Dawn deal. First visit, $99. Then you can decide if you like it. 615-236-9960 or visit ContoursLLC.com. Contours LLC, after all, what do you have to lose but inches?
Good afternoon, live from the Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Ross Johnston. We've got a big hour ahead as five-star running back David Gabriel Georges out of the Baylor School in Chattanooga is set to announce his commitment today at 4:30. His final three is down to Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Ohio State. 3HL is keeping the show rolling from SEC Media Days, and they've got a loaded hour ahead of them as well, including Texas A&M quarterback and Nashville native Marcel Reed, who will come on the show at 4:20. For all your foundation repair and your waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans of Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from SEC Media Days in Tampa. We appreciate you being with us. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay.
Yep.
The illustrious Roman Harper from the SEC Network joins us now. Roman, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing great. I was just bragging about Tennessee and the rivalry that is Alabama and just the 9-game schedule. And, you know, if they didn't go to 9 at some point, that was one that was maybe going to get lost.
That's right.
And there's no way I want to go a year without playing Tennessee. You know, it's just like you can't do it. And, you know, Auburn doesn't want to go a year without playing Georgia. Even though they don't beat them, don't mean they don't want to play them. They want to play them. And so, like, these are the things. My bad,
you're on for a minute and you go at her.
Welcome in, Roman.
Butter us up and then go at man. That's my dog.
Hey, listen, Golish. Golish is going to change it.
I hope so.
I do like their quarterback. Byron Brown can play, man.
Well, look. I like it because, and I mention it because, you know, for 13, 14, 15 years, Tennessee did not beat Alabama.
Nope.
And you almost lost the luster of the rivalry. And all of a sudden, I went to Knoxville 2 years ago. I was with my son. I did SEC Nation. I bring him that weekend. We go to the game, and I'm on the sidelines. And Alabama's coaching staff, like a few of them are like, man, this is nice in here. It's big, it's loud, and oh man, Knoxville, man, da da da. I'm like, what? Okay, they're like, all right. They get their butts whooped. Then this past year, I was at the Tennessee-Alabama game again in Tuscaloosa, and I saw 3 of the same coaches, and they were like, I hate these effing guys. I'm like, see, there you, now you feel it.
Back.
Now you're back. Okay. Right? Like, they needed to feel that. And it was one of my favorite moments in that stadium this past year. And Brian Denny was when all of a sudden you saw the fans, the game has been won. They were singing Rammer Jammer. I mean, I smoked a cigar with my wife in a suite. You can't even smoke in the stadium, but nobody cares. And, like, that's what that rivalry is.
That's right.
And so you appreciate those, and it's because of the losses. And without the losses, you don't get the same appreciation. And so just know that, Don, when y'all pop Georgia, it's going to feel like the champagne's going to be great, maybe a little hungover in the morning. It's going to be a great one.
That would be a great feeling.
You know what I mean? It's like,
and I mean, Alabama again. Like, it's time to start beating Alabama again.
You know, you just one play away.
I know.
A miracle.
Listen, don't make me bring up the kick six. So, Golish. Speaking of Auburn, what do you think?
I look, and I'm slow to say this, right? Because every Auburn coach is like that at the beginning, right? Everybody loved Hugh Freeze too.
Oh yeah.
And right. And I thought Hugh Freeze was a great fit.
I did too.
But then all of a sudden, the answers at the podium after the game were not adding up, and that starts to get redundant. And all of a sudden, now I don't have your back. And when everybody starts losing the backing at Auburn, that's not a good thing, right? Because you choose to go to Auburn to be a little bit different. Right? Like, you're an Auburn man when you choose to go there. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's not
all
me.
the time.
That's what they say. All right? I'm friends with a lot of them. I'm from Prattville, so I'm right down the road. And so I love what they're saying about Alex Golish. He's been very successful at calling plays and running a great offense for them. Now, I take that under consideration, understanding that DJ Durkin is still there. Calling the defenses where you still got Xavier Atkins, who is, I think, a freaking a ball-playing Johnny. This kid is legit. I don't know how big he is, but the dude makes plays.
Yeah.
And so I love that about him. I love what they're able to do on the defense side of football. They got to continue to, but they got to put it together. When the defense played well, the offense stunk last year.
Yeah.
And when the offense was doing a little bit of something, the defense didn't get stopped, especially when DJ Durkin all of a sudden was the head coach.
Yeah.
And Auburn always has this dual personality where it's like everybody's in factions. Nobody's rowing the boat in the same direction,
It's been that way for the last 6 years.
Right. It's like, all right, I want this head coach. Well, this one wants that one, right? What does Yellowwood man want, right? Then versus what everybody else wants. It's always this and that. Everybody needs to be pulling the same direction.
Hot mess.
It's this. Don, I'm sorry to put everybody out there like that. I apologize. But,
it is.
Yeah, but like this is, and I'm just a mirror. I'm a reflection of what everybody is. I'm just a mirror. So, and like
you got a little spice to you.
I didn't say what type of mirror. You got the short mirrors, you got the tall one. Some make you look skinnier, some make you look bigger.
Carnival mirror.
Yeah, carnival mirror.
The funhouse mirror. Yeah.
Hey, I will say though we do call Kalen DeBoer Kalen DeBoring.
Yeah, yeah. He's not going to rattle the cages now when he gets up there. And you look, I saw it earlier. During talking season, SEC media days, some coaches can get up there and win the podium, right? John Summerall got up there and won the podium, right?
I thought he was going to kill somebody for not turning their phone on.
He threatened to throw the podium.
Yeah.
Well, cut the freaking phone off. Right. He's got the standard.
Right.
Like maybe he should have announced it when he got up there. But the standard has been set, right? So next year, I bet a phone don't go off.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I can live with that because the coach is like, as long as coach is fair and honest, I can play, right? And he put me in position to make plays. But, Kalen is who Kalen is, but Kalen has to have guys on the staff that's going to be that. Right? It's okay if you don't curse or if you're not a big yeller or all these other things, as long as I can communicate and be able to understand it and get guys all on the same page. And then ultimately you got to have my back behind closed doors.
Yep.
And I know if you trust me and you love me, then like I'm willing to go the distance for you. And as long as he's doing that, which ultimately he's won everywhere, is as boring as you want to call him. He's won everywhere. And so it's been interesting, and he's got pressure on him to win now. I don't even know about pressure to win. It's really pressure to run the freaking ball.
Yeah.
Like, Alabama has to find a way to run the football.
But
because
protection was an issue. And
it's the whole thing. The reason why you're having protection issues is because nobody knows you can run the ball.
Yeah.
So I can just start sending the house at you, and you're not going to be able to hold up. And when I can throw everything, that you got to protect against everything, because they have no fear of the run game, that's when you have these leaks and all these problems. And so they got to be better on that side. I think if they're able to run the football, that handles a lot of their problems. And also being a tough team mentally and physically on both sides of the football, that will be where I define their success this year.
Roman Harper with us on 3 HL.
I heard that conversation earlier with you and Saban up on the desk, man. Like, y'all did everything but have a whiteboard right there. We talking about secondary and DBs, man. So before we go to Tennessee and ask about them, what is your correction to be made for this Alabama secondary with what they bringing back?
So it's so hard because Coach and I are different. We're different philosophers.
Yeah.
So philosophy.
But y'all agreed on a lot.
Yeah, because we speak the same language.
Yeah.
Now, Kane does things differently. Now, I've sat down with Kane, and I understand what Kane's trying to get done defensively. So I know what he's trying to do. So I back off of that. Now, I want a 6'4" corner, Dijon Lee, to be up pressing man-to-man and take away the space in the throw now early. That's not what they do. So I can't sit up here.
You haven't loved it. I mean,
since
he got there, you've said
this
that.
last year.
That's just a philosophy thing. So I can't. He's the coach.
Yeah.
So I can't change that. So that means they have to sharpen up some things. So you still have to be better in their run fits. All right, and their eye discipline has to be better. When you're playing zone, just because you're playing zone doesn't mean you get to divorce your eyes from the routes and the receivers, because the quarterback's not throwing you the football. If you're just staring at the quarterback, I can look there, and all of a sudden nextly I can look backside because I'm moving the defense with my eyes. Good quarterbacks understand that, and they do that, and that's where the holes happen in the defense, and they give up big explosive plays. What Coach Saban alluded to is because of the bad eye discipline. If I look in the backfield, in the corner, and the wide receivers, I think the wide receiver's running out, but he's running out and up, and my eyes aren't on the receiver, then I'm going to get beat. That's how they gave up big plays, and that's one of the things you got to eliminate.
Trouble.
Good stuff.
So
it's Tennessee. Who's your quarterback?
No, Roman, no. You're not the interviewer. You're the interviewee. So you said I was bragging on Tennessee. So you know the weapons out there. Jim knows coming in. You're a defensive guy. You talk about pressure and all that. You tell us. What do you expect out of Tennessee?
So aggressive. Jim knows very aggressive coach on the defense side of football. I like that for them because at times last year I thought, they were calling plays.
Yeah.
Felt like it was just calling plays. When I see a defense, I have to see, like, it has to have rules to it. I need an edge. It needs to be gap sound. I have to have accountability for 5 different receivers. How do you defend 4 verts? It's not a defense if you don't have an answer for defending 4 verticals, which that's the number 1 rule if you play any type of defense. Right? You got to have certain check boxes for me to call it a defense, or you're just calling plays. And you're guessing. And when you're guessing as a coordinator, and I'm not saying the coach was guessing last year, but the players are guessing. And they're not just playing with their eyes in the discipline in which when I see this, where do my eyes transition next? When I'm covering it, when I'm a strong safety, tight end blocks down, my eyes see that because that's where my key is at. What does it tell me? Does it tell me now I need to take a peek at the outside receiver? Is he releasing up the field or is he releasing outside? If he's releasing outside, the wide receiver, corner's got him. I can be ready to look back inside and pick up, is it a run? Where's the run at? If it's away from me, it's going to cut back to the tight end. So I need to close the gap. If it's to me, I need to be ready to feel and hammer it back to the linebacker, to whoever it's going to, or be a little bit slower because the linebacker's going to get there. I need to be able to feel off of that. Or is it play action? So all of these things are telling you, and it's all based upon your eyes. Where the guards pull. What is it telling you? So if your eyes are right, your body will naturally do right as a defensive guy. And so that is what I want to see. I want to see the eye discipline. I want to see the gap sound, and I want to see rules that I understand. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
You talking game,
so
that's
like,
what you're doing.
Like I know what I'm talking about. So like these are the things that I look for before I give a lot of credit.
Roman Harper, SEC Network, former Alabama great, NFL great.
Who's going to be Tennessee's quarterback?
Why do you keep asking that?
Because that is the $1 million question. They wouldn't even let me talk about it on TV because they don't even know. I'm like, I want to know who Tennessee's quarterback is. The one thing I want to know.
They have so many playmakers that he could play quarterback.
Well, I agree with him. And not only that, but it's the most quarterback-friendly offense, right? I don't know if it gets you drafted in the league, but I can throw a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns in this offense.
Okay,
the way they create it.
would not appreciate you saying this right now. You know that.
Why?
Because he's like, our offense had a bunch of like more pro style.
Yeah, we changed
sets and schemes and added more into that. Yeah.
Well, the results are in the pudding. Where the quarterback's drafted at.
This is true.
You know what I mean? Where are your guys drafted at? You had a tackle drafted in the first round 2 years ago to Chicago. All right. Your wide receivers have been drafted. Hyatt went in the second round. Hasn't done anything in the league.
2 tackles this year. That's highly touted.
Right. And David Sanders, shout out Providence Day. Charlotte, North Carolina. My kids go to school there. Shout out. Yeah. And so I saw him as a young man. He's done tremendous. He's just got to stay healthy. Love that young man. And so, So, like, you're recruiting out of high clip. Your receiver Brazel just went to Carolina. Like, they're really big fans of him, but it's also he has to learn how to be a receiver in the league. And it's not like your offense, you create space by the design and the play scheme of your offense. And so the difference is when you get to the NFL, your receivers have to create space. It's not just built upon the offense. I can't just draw you open, right? In the NFL, guys are good enough to get open. In the college, a lot of times the players are not NFL caliber guys. Whether how great they are in college or not, they're just not. So that is where the coach gets all the credit, like I give Heupel, because his scheme draws them open, which a lot of other teams don't have that ability. That's why I said it's a very quarterback-friendly. You put up points, you put up numbers, but the NFL has to see it.
So when do you know when a quarterback has it, though? Because if you're scheming things open, it's easy for you to identify. You talked about it on the defensive side. Now, offensively looking at it, it's identified for me because of the setup that we have. So how do you know if that quarterback ever has it, even if he throws all these yards and win a national championship?
Because in Tennessee's offense, you get more layups than any other team. And I mean layups, like wide open threes, deep
Score the
balls.
layups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico, how many layups did he miss?
Yeah.
All right?
No question.
Joey Aguilar.
Yep.
In the big games, Joey didn't make the you know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, like, these are the ones that, like, man, and not only that, but just the intangibles of throwing the ball away.
Yep.
No fumbles when I get hit.
Yep.
You know, that the interception versus Alabama crushed Tennessee in that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was
It's
there.
like, it's like
there.
these plays are the ones that you got to make, and the great players make them.
Yeah.
I don't know how. You know, I told somebody this earlier. My rookie year, I get drafted to New Orleans, and I asked the coach because it was like, how am I supposed to defend this? And you telling me that? He's like, hey man, that's why we drafted you. You got to figure that out.
That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah.
And so players, sometimes you just got to go out there and play. And though that's what it is. You got to be able to read, diagnose, boom, 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 get us in the right place. And when you get layups, I want them hit.
I got you.
Roman Harper, there he is.
Whiteboard that man. I'm a whiteboard. I'm talking
We just
ball.
got schooled for a little bit here. I like it.
Appreciate you as
Oh,
always.
y'all know
my
y'all
friend.
nothing but family. Love y'all.
All right. Roman Harper, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Sitting here in Tampa, and we're right in front of these like beautiful windows that give you an amazing view of the water. And maybe you need an amazing view out your windows, and maybe you need new windows, replacement windows, and doors. How about giving my friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville a call, because they can help you get that done. They replaced all my windows and doors in my rental property. They replaced our windows downstairs in our house, and they're amazing to work with. They've been phenomenal. And homeowners rated Pella as the leading window brand in Nashville. So check them out. You can either stop by one of their showrooms in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road, or they have one in Hendersonville, corner of East Main, Indian Lake Boulevard, 256 East Main Street. You can check them out there. And here's the deal. I love a good deal. You love a good deal. We all love a good deal. And Pella is going to give you a good deal. We call it the Dawn Deal around here. And for the month of July, all you have to do is say, give me the Dawn Deal. 60% off Pella certified installations and 0% APR for 36 months. That means you have 3 full years to pay off your new windows and doors. Easy to schedule your free consultation. Tell them to give you the Dawn Deal. Do it online. They'll come to you for a free consultation. Here's your website, PellaNashville.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. We've got a little local flavor at the table right now. Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed. Marcel, what's up, man? How are you?
Nothing much. I'm doing great. How are you?
The outfit, man. How long does it take for you to put this together? The shoes and everything. People watching can see.
Well, the tailor he made the maroon suit. I asked for the maroon one about a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Got that one, a double-breasted pinstripe one and a green one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Is this a part of your NIL deal?
No. This is a guy my dad knows that works. I guess he worked with him, so.
Oh, okay.
That's
in
where
Nashville, then.
Yeah, that's where I get all my
Shout
suits.
out.
Shout out him. Shout out Randolph. But that's where I get all my suits from. And he made me this maroon one. The shoes I already had, and I'm like, this goes perfect with the suit. So
the shoes are awesome. So
Thank
let
you.
me describe, because we are radio. Some people are seeing you, but some people are only listening.
Can you
in
kick
the
them
car.
up in
Can
front
you
of the
kick
camera?
up your shoe?
let me see. Hold on.
Here's
Okay,
your
yeah.
camera
I don't want to
right
rip
here.
the suit.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Yes.
that. Look at that.
There you go.
Yes, so they're like maroon. They got like the silver sparkle. Hey, listen, I like some sparkly.
Oh, yeah. Those are
shoes.
nice.
So
You guys
I'm
are
with you.
displaying athleticism that I just don't have anymore.
What do your shoes look like?
Yeah, no.
You
Nobody
gotta
needs
up
to
your
know.
game, Mayor. You
I
gotta
know.
up your
I know.
game. Yes.
I'm a big Jordans guy, so like
Yeah.
I have a bunch of Jordans.
But you look fabulous.
Thank
you
you.
did well.
Thank you.
Well, and for those that don't know, you mentioned your dad, Rod Reed, played at Tennessee State, all-time tackles leader there, coached at Tennessee State. I used to do TSU games, so I'd be at practice, and your dad would get into the middle of, like, hitting drills and stuff, and always fun. And talked with him this morning. He was excited about you coming on with us, and it's good to have a Nashville guy here.
What'd you learn from him? What's the biggest thing you picked up?
Not
from
how to
Pops?
play linebacker, right?
No, definitely not how to play linebacker. I learned that I don't want to be in a car with him after a game. Whether it's his game or my game.
That's
Either way.
Yeah.
That tracks.
He used to drive fast when he lost. and then whenever, I mean, I only lost one game my senior year of high school, but like I used to tell my mom to drive so I wouldn't have to ride back with him.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So win or lose, you didn't want to be in the car with him? Or
Nope.
just lose?
Win or lose.
Yeah.
There's bad plays. There's
Yeah.
some, unless I had a perfect game, which
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had, like there's something he's gonna ask me about. And I'm like, bro, come on.
That was a crazy run at NBA, and it's amazing to go over there and see the facilities and all that stuff at NBA. I'm sure you enjoyed your journey there.
I had a great time there. I had
Yeah.
an amazing time. I honestly didn't want to go there at first, but I'm happy.
You didn't?
I'm happy I did.
Where did you want to go?
I can't say that. I can't say that.
I love it. Marcel Reed with us on 3HL.
Marcel, man, tell me first, do you know about the Boom Boom Room?
I think I've heard about it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
I'm glad you heard about it because you're going in there. Boom Boom Room, when you walk in, the doors close behind you. You get a series of questions.
Yeah.
You answer them truthfully to the best of your ability. If you do that, then you're let out of the Boom Boom Room. If you're not, you go in the cellar with the lost souls and two hots and a cotton, y'all fight over them. You
Oh.
read these terms?
Oh,
Yeah, it's real.
I think I'm ready.
Man, you've been under way more pressure moments,
I
man.
know,
I know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easy work for you. Lock the door, Zell. All right, Marcel Reed, man, now tell me right now, biggest rival in high school was who? And I'm talking about not school, but player.
Player. Ooh. Dang.
That was a little curveball there.
That is a curveball.
Yeah.
I'd probably say I say Isaiah Horton at one point.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. I like that right there. Okay, so let me throw this at you. Phenomenal athlete on both levels, basketball and football, conquered both. Which was easier to go win in high school, basketball or football?
Definitely basketball.
Man, just do that to stab me? Or
Nah,
okay.
it was easier though. It was
much
easier.
easier. What was it about football that made that more difficult?
I think when I was younger, I mean, the guys were just bigger. I was still kind of trying to learn how to play the game the right way. And then when I got older, everybody else kind of started to grow a little bit more. Like, I mean, we play Baylor. You see Baylor now, they got that 5-star running back. That's what their players looked like a couple years ago, too, because they got them all from Canada.
Yeah, they had the Canadian pipeline
Yeah,
going.
they had them all from Canada.
Yeah, shout out Buck Fitzgerald. Listen, Marcel, this is what I need to know. when it comes down to Marcel having to move the chains, you got Isaiah Horton streaking down the sideline, safety cheating a little bit, linebacker went with the running back. You see it open. You gonna put it in the window to Isaiah and trust him, or you gonna go and use them feet and go get that first down and come back to him later?
Would you say I saw it open?
You saw it open. You saw that linebacker move. He had to go with your running back who cleared out. When you seen it open, what you have to do?
North.
You saw it.
North, south.
I don't know if you saw South Carolina. It was
Yes, I did.
4th and 12.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gone.
I'll get it.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, last one, and I'm going to let you out of the boom boom room. Biggest misconception about Marcel Reed is what?
I can only run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest misconception.
Yeah.
Still, for some reason, I still can't throw the ball.
Yeah, you still
I don't get it, but I had two receivers at 900 yards.
Yeah.
One went to in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to say it was just off of bubble screens or whatever, I mean, you can say whatever, but everybody does it.
Yeah, they
Everybody
so do.
does it. Look, Dylan Gabriel did it his whole college career, just about. Well, when we went to Oregon, at least.
Yeah.
Quinn was doing it. Shoot, they still do. Everybody does it.
Man, listen, your job is get the ball to your playmaker, let him
Exactly.
go get loose. It's
And
their,
win games.
it's their job to make the scheme and all that. Y'all,
Exactly.
why y'all guarding them like that?
Exactly.
Anyway, Sam, get up out the boom boom room, man. Great job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good job, Marcel. Okay, so along those lines, like where did you kind of concentrate and want to grow the most this offseason in your game?
Yeah, I think it's just eliminating the turnovers. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's the thing that everybody talks about is the thing that's the most obvious. So just eliminating those, I think my game will take the next step for sure. Being in it this is my 4th year now, 3rd year playing. Experience is really important when it comes to playing quarterback. And now that I've had it a couple years under center, behind the same center, which is really good. It's
How much of a difference does that make, right?
It makes it. I mean, it makes a lot of difference. Like the guys have to communicate with each other, and when you have somebody who's experienced at center, somebody who's been in the system before, I mean, that's really important. So I'm glad we have Mark coming back because he's going to be able to help out the other guys who are going to play. So if he wasn't there, then we just have Kush trying to teach 3 new guys how to play center again. So that'd be hard to do, especially with, some of your O-line already leaving. We have to bring some other guys in. He's able to help them out. So, but, yeah, for me, it's just eliminating the turnovers. And I think I've done a good job this offseason of trying to prepare for each and every practice going in. So I know how to do that and not making a bad play worse.
Yeah. So you play in one of the loudest, best environments, stadium in the entire SEC. Like, I freaking love that place, right?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. But tell me your outside of that favorite stadium to play in.
LSU or I like playing at Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn's
a popular one.
Auburn's nice. I like playing at Auburn. I never got to play at Tennessee, but I've been there. Tennessee looks nice, man. They're coming to us this year, though. I don't know if they're ready. Have they ever been to College Station?
They ain't been to Cal.
They ain't never been to College. They ain't never been. We'll see.
Not since the Heisman glitz and glamour of it now.
Yeah.
Marcel, there might be a Vol fan or two listening.
I'm gonna be there
right now. If you would like to, talk a little smack or.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm just gonna show them the field. It's fine.
That's
like
what
it's
I'm
not.
talking about. That's what I'm talking. Say always be you. Say don't
They're
let
not the
nobody
ones
try
that
to
I'm gonna be
brag.
playing. I don't need to talk to them.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Texas A&M quarterback Marcel Reed with us on 3HL. You mentioned the South Carolina game, down 30-3 at halftime. 27-point comeback. You guys went 31-30. What was said at halftime?
I came in and said, like, there's nothing else they can do. Like, they've put their best foot forward. We can't play any worse than we've already played.
Yeah.
Like, just go out there and play one play at a time and just try to execute the call that's made. And I think we went out there and did that. Like, it was unbelievable. And I think, honestly, like, I didn't feel it at the moment, but all the people who stayed, we appreciate you because like there's no way I mean.
If you were
if I were a
in that-
fan,
yeah.
if I were, especially how it was pretty hot.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
Especially how hot it was. If I were a fan,
Ain't no shade
with no AC on the bench like we have, I don't think I would have stayed. 30-3 at halftime is insane.
What did Elko say?
Like nothing, not much.
Yeah.
He
What
didn't-
do you say as a coach?
He wasn't even like he didn't even like. Usually he'll come in like he'll give us a little like a yell, speech or whatever. But like he didn't even like. I think he was more mad at the coaches than he was mad at us.
Huh.
And I mean, he should have been mad at us, but like.
Well, you fixed it.
Well,
yeah, we did fix it.
So in a 27-point comeback, like while that's going on, is there a point where you're like, oh, we got this, and you can see it in their eyes?
wasn't
Like,
I think the point where I kind of felt like that was when I threw that third touchdown to Nate, because that brought us within one touchdown, and there was still a lot of time on the clock. So like even if they did score again, we had an opportunity to go score again and get another stop and then score to tie it up. But yeah, I really wasn't focused on like how close we were getting, because like being down 30-3, it kind of feels like you already lost.
Yeah.
But I was just focused on like making each and every play.
so there's kind of freedom in that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of how it was, and
Yeah,
I think that's how
yeah.
he played.
that's interesting.
So yeah.
What do you like to do outside of football?
I don't do much. I like to go home and lay down in my bed. There's a lot that goes on, especially for me. But yeah, I mean, I hang out with my roommate Dalton Brooks.
Yeah.
I might go over to another teammate's house and just chill. But I play the game a couple times. I'm not a gamer like everybody else is. Like I won't have a headset on. I won't be in a party. I'll just be playing the game like online or something. I like hockey though. It's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. I like playing hockey on the game. I play NCAA for sure.
Yeah.
I play MLB.
Yeah.
But
Do
I
you
play
as yourself?
not often. No,
Okay.
I usually don't use Texas A&M whenever I'm playing.
But you like hockey? You like hockey in general? You like going to
I like
Preds
yeah.
games and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get better.
Yeah, we do.
We need to be back. You're
Yeah,
right.
we need to be back. 2017, that we were good then.
Yeah.
2016, 2017.
It's been.
Whenever
a while.
we hosted the All-Star game, that's when we had a good team.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Marcel, last one real quick before you leave, man. Do people not understand that you're a winner? Because when people talk like you just popped on the scene, but I see it in other realms where people do their research and they'll say, man, this kid here, he's won all the way through high school. He's winning now. Do they forget or they just don't do their homework on how you've been a winner when you're at the helm of the team from high school to this point?
I think they just look for the bad.
Okay.
And I'll say this, like, I feel like for A&M in general, they always look for the bad.
Yeah.
They don't look for the good that we've done. I mean,
Yeah.
we lost the last 2 games of the season. Don't get me wrong, and I don't think we should have. We got to play better for sure, but
Right.
we went 11-0 before that. We were the number 3 team in the country
That's
before
right.
that, and we still weren't getting like talked about. So,
Why
but
do you think that is?
it's the brand, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's why we're here. We want to change
That's
that.
right.
We want to change that. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to return, and like I said, I still have 2 years left. So I mean, I could remain here for this one and the next one, but I'm all for changing that. Like I said, back in high school, like BA was the team running it.
Yeah.
When I got to NBA, that wasn't how it was anymore, and so I like change. Change is cool.
Texas
Change is
A&M
cool.
quarterback Marcel Reed from Nashville. Always great to see you, man.
Thank you.
Congrats on the success, and we look forward to seeing what you got this year, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, Marcel Reed, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
And real quick for those listening in their cars driving around, 5-star running back David Gabriel Georges out of the Baylor School in Chattanooga announced his commitment to play with Josh Heupel and the University of Tennessee. So a huge get for the Vols in next year's 2027 class.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay coming to you, and I got to tell you about my folks over at Mid 10 Ford that you need to go and take advantage of. That's right. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but, yeah, it's also crazy when you walk in and you see the relationships that are being built, and it's obvious from the minute you walk through the door that they're not just selling vehicles, they're building relationships. And what I really appreciate about it most, when you approach the low-pressure approach, no gimmicks, no pushy sales, no tactics, just honest people helping you find the right vehicle. And if they have exactly what you're looking for or don't, they'll go find it. You get that? Yeah. The number you call, 615-259-2050. 615-259-2050. Get there. It's a one-stop shop. You won't be disappointed. Whether it's servicing, financing, even a body shop on site. They do it for you. Oil changes needed, they come to you, or they'll pick it up and bring it back to you. It's perfect for you. Mid-10 Ford, 1319 Foster Avenue. Hit them up. Mid10FordTrucks.com.
Circa Sports, you guys need to know about them. We have done shows at the Vegas location. We have also done shows, you may not know about this, you need to, at the Franklin, Kentucky location. So just across the border in Franklin, Kentucky, you've got an option to bet on sports, to watch sports while they go on, and do it in a fun way. Circa Sports at the Mint Gaming Hall at Kentucky Downs. Of course, bet responsibly, but you can do it in a great location with stadium seating, huge screens showing many events. They have a hotel attached. It's a Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. It's really, really nice. I have stayed there. Circasports.com is the website. Their new permanent retail sports book at the Mint Gaming Hall at Kentucky Downs in Franklin, Kentucky will feature an immersive 2-story sports betting experience designed for comfort, convenience, and live excitement. About 45 minutes away. You've got all of this at your disposal. Circasports.com. That's circasports.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from SEC Media Days in Tampa. Our coverage presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpaces, exceptional office space for every business, locally owned and operated. Visit espaces.com. And I've had a great time down here. And it continues. Eric Moses, Fiesta Sports Foundation Executive Director and CEO, has Nashville ties. Eric, Don kept saying, I know him. I know him. I know him. And I said, president of the D.C. Defenders of the XFL. She goes, that's it. That's it.
Or it could have been president of Nashville Super Speedway.
It could have been back then.
I was in Nashville for 2.5 years.
Well,
2020, first black track president in NASCAR history.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
Didn't you bring the race back?
I did.
Like, yeah.
Almost 4 decades without racing, which was, I mean.
Crazy.
We kept talking about it doing this job forever. Like, why is NASCAR not in Nashville? It should be a buckle of a belt, basically. And you brought it back.
It is one of the highlights of my career. And my time in Nashville were fantastic times. I still consider myself part of the NASCAR family. I will cherish those years. It was just such a good opportunity to bring back that which Middle Tennessee loved to Middle Tennessee. You know, they hadn't run a cup race since they were down at the fairgrounds.
How challenging was that to get that done?
It was challenging. We had $10 million in renovations to do on the track, which had been dormant for 10 years, essentially mothballed. We had to, hire the staff, redo all the logos and everything, which was a little bit fun. Reposition the place. And
there were weeds everywhere. I mean, it was like
they were parking Amazon trucks there,
yeah.
right? Because you could make more money parking Amazon trucks than running, races. But it was incredibly rewarding. Got there during COVID. The good thing about Tennessee being Tennessee at the time during COVID, which was I could be out and about meeting people, right? Despite the fact that there was a global pandemic going on. And that helped because I needed to know people. People need to know the track was coming back. We were preparing for a race weekend, all that stuff. Love it. Love Nashville. Go back for the CMAs every year. It's very dear to my heart.
I love that. I love it.
So your career journey is wide-ranging, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with the XFL?
I got recruited for the job. I was sports commissioner in Washington, D.C. for 11 years, essentially. I'm a lawyer by training or what have you, and was serving my city and had the good fortune as a senior advisor to one of our council members in D.C. to be involved in negotiations with Major League Baseball to bring the Nationals to D.C. and build them a publicly funded stadium. Did that, and one thing led to another, and I got a call from the mayor and said, we want you to come be sports commissioner and run RFK Stadium and our other sports venues, and I said, yeah, I've been trying to get into sports all my damn career. Finally, I got an opportunity. So
well, maybe we could steal you from the Fiesta Bowl to bring Major League Baseball to Nashville, finally.
You just got the finger wag. By Scott over there. Scott's like, absolutely nuts. That's not happening.
Let me ask you this. The college football playoff, the expansion that's supposed to take place, but how important is it for bowl games? Even though, as fans, we would love to see some home games host, some playoff games instead of maybe it being the bowl games. Where's the swap out, or how does it even out?
No, it's a great question. And I used to be a non-believer in the home games.
Yeah.
Because I thought, the bowls provide neutral sites,
right?
Which I think benefits everybody. You've got the infrastructure you need for direct flights in these major cities. You have the hotel rooms. You have all of the, the attendant stuff that you need for a premier sports property, which is what the CFP playoffs should be. And then my second year on the job, we had Oregon, who was 7 points away from going to the CFP when it was 4 teams, versus Liberty.
Yeah.
And it was a little challenging to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And so I realized then, if this game's at Autzen, it's sold out.
Everybody come.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if we're going to have any, not great games in the CFP, it'll be in the first rounds. Those will be on campuses. You will have the environment that we all love about college football. That makes sense. As we proceed through the playoffs and you get to quarterfinals and semifinals that really matter, I think going back to that, direct flights, hotel rooms, all the kinds of hospitality that we pride ourselves on, and I know my colleagues do in the playoff bowls, I think that's important to ensuring that we provide the kind of fan experience that college football fans deserve.
So college football playoff semifinal last year, like the
Miami, Ole Miss.
Yeah, but you didn't know your teams until like
7 days.
6 or 7 days out. That's crazy because you've never had to deal with that. So like, what goes into just finding out your teams 7 days prior?
A lot of prayer. That people will travel, that you have a great matchup. And as I, half jokingly said to people, Ole Miss brought the folks and Miami brought the sizzle, right? They had all their stars on the sideline, and Larry Lewis and Michael Irvin and Michael Phelps and all these other people who are associated with that program. And I'm biased, but we had the best game of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unreal. I mean,
But
you guys know.
To her point, like, what do you do? I mean, you talked about hotels and all that stuff and the infrastructure of the game and all of the events that go around. You don't know your teams until a week before. That's a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, from a promotional standpoint, you're relying in large part on the travel parties. But we have made it a point since I arrived about almost 4 years ago to really build up our local fan base, to ensure that we're selling tickets to locals who have a great opportunity to see two of the best teams in the country pursuing a national championship every single year at our game. And so I think we went from something like 6,000 kind of season tickets, if you will, to over 16,000 now, because we want to make certain that there is that foundation for people year over year, because they're going to see a playoff game. It's not every 3 years like it was when there were only 4 teams in the playoff. Now we're a quarterfinal or a semifinal every single year.
Yeah, which is so cool. So where are you on expansion then?
I don't think it affects us necessarily.
Okay.
The models that I've seen, even if you go to 24, really are adding more first-round games.
Right.
And so the quarterfinals and semifinals would continue at the 6 bowl sites. And I think that's the right blend of tradition, which our sport is tradition-rich, and we all love that, with innovation and creativity that we need in order to meet the demands of today, right, and what fans expect, and to settle it on the field, right, which is the way we should be doing it.
So how much of a voice do you have in those discussions?
Not a whole lot. I mean, we're there to support. I mean, the management committee and the CFP are really driving that. They certainly ask for our input, and we provide it because we're their partners to help execute on these things. The product that we present is their product, right? And so I think they listen to us, but you guys know what's driving these decisions. I mean, it reminds me, I keep telling people, it reminds me of my racing days, right? You give teams more money, they put it in the car, right? Because they want to win, right? And so this is the same thing. It's the paper chase, and that's happening. But we think we play a really big part in that as well, because we're all in major cities throughout the country, and we're able to help make certain that people understand that college football is the best sport in America.
Eric Moses, Fiesta Sports Foundation Executive Director and CEO.
You talked about being in Nashville, and it's been a boom over the last 4 years for sure in women's flag football, for girls from the high school level all the way up. The advancement of that, where you take?
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. We launched the very first Women's Collegiate Flag Football Invitational Tournament last April.
That is.
Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic. We had 8 teams from all over the country, literally from coast to coast. Georgia and Florida, all the way to USC and California and everywhere in between.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Treated them like we treat our bowl teams. Paid for them to come out, put them up, fed them, media days, recovery lounges, all of the things. And to see the reaction from these young ladies who are pioneers in the sport, right? This sport is growing. It's not even a varsity sport yet in most of these schools. It's just heartwarming, man. We'd be in one of the lounges and they'd say, can I have one of those waters? And we're like, everything in here is for you. You can have whatever you want. Load up. We did this for you, right?
Yeah.
And so it's great, and we're going to build on that, because with 2028 coming for the Olympics and flag football being the Olympics, we want to help to provide that feeder system and help to grow this sport.
Eric Moses,
It's
Fiesta
huge in Nashville, by the way.
Sports Foundation Executive Director and CEO.
Okay.
Yeah, it's big.
We may have to get. Does Vandy have a team? I got to call Candace and find out what's going on over there.
Well, it's certainly
she
big
added
at
volleyball.
Yeah.
It's certainly big at the high school level.
The high school, it's been a big boom.
Foundationally, growth.
Love it.
Eric, great to meet you, man. Thank you.
Likewise.
Appreciate
Thank you guys
it.
for having me. I appreciate
Good
you
to
very
see
much.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Eric Moses, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. United Structural Systems, USSTN.com. Check them out. They are offering several payment options for you in July to make your foundation repairs more affordable. You can get a 10% discount when you pay in full, or fix it now, pay later with 18 months, no payment, no interest, or choose the 36 months, no interest with low payment options for qualified homeowners. Man, we've had tons of rain. You know that to be true. So do they. And here's the thing. They can reroute, he said, water away from basements, crawl spaces, your home with their interior drain systems and sump pumps with battery backups. When the ground swells from being oversaturated with all this water, it creates additional pressure on your foundation, many times leading to cracks. So not only is waterproofing important right now, but so is the inspection of your foundation for any additional damage that the water may have caused. United Structural Systems, USSTN.com. USS dedicated to helping their customers get the repairs they need now to protect their greatest investment for a lifetime. They're dependable. They're trustworthy. They are USS. Learn more at USSTN.com.
Circus Sports, man, get to the Mint at Kentucky Downs. It's right there in Franklin. First exit, the once you get into Kentucky. You cannot miss it. It's real simple to find, to see. Once you get to it, you really know what's going on. You step in there, casino, boom, right there, slot machines, before you even make it to, yes, the theater, where all of the sports is taking place. The stadium-like seating right there. You look up, you got TVs everywhere, all kind of games on. And I know you're thinking college football is right there. We're on the cusp of it. So you want to get your wagers out. You want to start and get to the gate. You want to get a jump on everybody. And you're wondering, can they help me at the gate? Can they help me at the cage? Absolutely they can. Walk up there, tell them what you want to do. Get your futures bets in. You can't miss. I'm telling you, you can't miss, y'all. Every detail is crafted for the ultimate sports fan. In Franklin, Kentucky, the Mint Gaming Hall at Kentucky Downs. Why would you go anywhere else? I can't imagine. Circus Sports, people, get there.
Good afternoon, live from the Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Ross Johnston. Josh Heupel and the Tennessee Volunteers got a big win as five-star running back David Gabriel Georges out of the Baylor School in Chattanooga announced his commitment to play at Tennessee in the future. Gabriel Georges will be entering his senior year at Baylor and will be a part of the Vols 2027 class. 3HL's got a loaded last hour today from SEC Media Days in Tampa. They start off talking with Florida running back Jaden Ball, followed by SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey and SEC Network's Alyssa Lang at 5:45. For all your foundation repair and your waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans of Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
.3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Our coverage of SEC Media Days in Tampa, presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpaces, exceptional office space for every business, locally owned and operated. Visit eSpaces.com. Talk a little Florida football. Jaden Ball, running back.
Let's do it.
Playmaker. He gets it done on the field. He's going to get it done right now on Radio Row.
Okay, also, seriously, running back? Dude, you're huge. Like, watch out. Has it always been running back growing up?
Oh, no, I just played. I was an athlete. I played everything on the field when I was younger.
You never came off?
Yeah, no, it was no coming off.
What did you do defensively?
Safety, linebacker, cornerback.
You like getting up in the box, didn't you?
Defensive line.
Yeah, actually, I played the end as well, too. So,
did you?
Yeah.
Get after the quarterback?
Oh, yeah. That's all. I told Coach, all I want to do is blitz. Come on, Coach. Until they start getting a little too big and they start pulling, and, yeah, Coach, I can't do that for too long.
Now you're like, give me the rock.
Yeah, Coach.
So, coming out of the Atlanta area, Decatur, what was recruiting like for you?
It was a little – at first it was slow.
It was?
But
why do you think that was?
Because a lot of people didn't know what I wanted to play or who I was.
Because
honestly.
you were all over the field.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a story that a lot of people don't even know. I didn't even know at one point I was a 4-star. Yeah. I was at practice, my phone was dead, and I think we was just there. And it was coming out of track season. Next thing you know, I turned my phone on. They was like, oh, but he don't even know he a 4-star. He ain't even checking his phone. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And then I went and scrolled up in the group chat, and I said, oh, junk. I sent it to my mom. That was the first person I sent to. I said, whoa, look, have you seen this? She was like, I've been seeing it before you. I'm like, what?
So who were you looking at back then? You become a 4-star. You get a little more interest. Who were you looking at?
At that point of time, I was looking at a lot of schools, honestly.
It had to be the in-state schools, right?
Yeah,
I'm from Georgia, so
okay.
Georgia Tech, right? Like that's a given,
yeah. I was looking at a lot of schools. It was times I was about to commit early and all type of things, but I feel like I had experience through a lot of it, and it definitely brought me to the right place that I am in now. So,
what was it about Florida?
They had a plan for me already.
Okay,
like it was never like, oh, come here and we're going to do this. They had it where from the school standpoint, because my mom, she was heavy on the school thing, and I told them if I can graduate in 3 years, I'm ready to do it, and that's what we're on. We've been on the same plan ever since. And the football standpoint, Coach them told me this is what I could do and I can be special. So when they believed in me, I even had like more confidence in myself and Florida.
Graduate
running
in 3
back,
years.
Jaden Ball, yeah.
So. How many hours you taking? You do summers, you do.
Yeah. I stopped doing schoolwork since I got on campus.
That's crazy. What's your major?
I had changed it to education science now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm currently taking 5 classes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot this summer.
Yeah, I've been taking 4 to 5 classes each semester.
Okay.
Yes, the kids at home, man, this is the model you want to follow.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Do Not Follow Me
Uncle
program.
Yeah.
I came back 14 years later to take mine and get mine out the way. I got it done.
It got done.
That's right.
Got it done.
Can I bring up the FSU game?
Yes, ma'am.
So for those that don't know, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was just a nutso performance. Like, what was going through your? You know how we always talk about athletes. I talk to him about it all the time, like in the zone, where you just like feel it.
I mean, yeah,
Was
it was like after that first run and it broke. I was like, hold on, this feel kind of a little easy today. Like, what's going on? I thought it was gonna be a little rivalry, a little bit more of a rivalry game, but yeah, like y'all, everybody know we did not like that school down there. So playing them, it gave me a lot more confidence. And then they said something about the 1,000 yards. I say when I hit the 1,000 yards in the first part, like first half, first quarter, I just felt that. I was like, yeah, coach, don't take me out. There's no, we finna go.
No rotation.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I got this.
You felt it.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. Can we ask you about your coach?
Oh
your
yeah,
new coach.
Yeah,
love him. He's, by the way, don't forget to turn your cell phone off during a team meeting.
Hey man,
he just got on somebody in the room.
I don't bring that phone in the team room at all. I already know what's going on with him. Man. I ain't too much trying to try.
Did you hear about what happened today?
Yeah, I heard it earlier. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, coach, but that's how he is. Like, when it's football time, it's football time. So, and these are one of the events where it's football time. So I think a lot of people got to understand that. And if you ever to come in our team room and you hear a phone go off, he's gonna lose it.
He said he wanted to throw the podium at a guy.
Yeah, he gonna lose it.
So, what's the best thing about John Sumrall?
He's himself, regardless. What you see is what you get, and that's exactly how the players are. We follow in his footsteps when it comes to that. He has taught us so much in these last couple of months, these few couple of months he's been with us. So I just can't wait to see how everything goes throughout the season and even next year as well. So
Jaden Ball, Florida running back, with us on 3HL.
Jaden Ball here. We got something called the Boom Boom Room. Now, the Boom Boom Room, when you go in and the door's locked behind you, it's a series of questions. You got to answer them truthfully to the best of your ability. If you do that, the door's unlocked and you're free to go about your way. You cool with that?
Let's go.
All right, lock the doors off. All right, Jaden, first and foremost, nickname. That's what I got to have. What's your nickname?
I got a couple of them, but you can call me JB.
Okay, what's your mom call you? Because I'm sensing a close relationship right there.
Yeah, my mom does call me by my middle name. She called me by my middle name, I might be in trouble.
That's one of them quick head turns. Man.
Yeah, like, dang, what I did now.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oldest, where do you fall?
I'm in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
The middle, wild, man. That's the wild child right there.
I mean, I ain't too much of a wild child, but I'll be in trouble the most.
Okay, give me something, man, going through high school where it was a mentor or uncle or somebody that stepped up that you would love to give your flowers to that maybe has never gotten them.
Honestly, I can't just say it's one person. It's more of a group in like a group collective, like – everybody, like from coaches from youth league to middle school to high school, they all poured into me and helped me become the person I am today.
Love that. Fast or slow?
Fast.
Okay. NIL is a big part of it right now, man. What would be, if you could snap your fingers, a purchase that you haven't had yet? If you snap your fingers, you don't lose anything, what would that purchase be?
It'll be 2 things. It'll be a house for my mom and a G-Wagon for my mom.
I love it. I love that. Okay.
House and a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Mama. Mama do.
We talk about your size. They pointed it out immediately. What was your first moment when you said, yeah, I'm probably too big for this sport. I got to move to this sport, or too big for this position, or how it feel?
A lot of people don't know. I came into college at like 240.
Really?
Yeah, and that was because like in that time I was doing nothing but eating and going to the OVs.
Yeah.
It was nothing else but OVs and eating. And it was because
I
started doing all of my OVs real late, like other than other people. So it was It was around that time, and that's the question again.
Yeah, I'm just saying where you had to switch.
It was just, I was like, you know what, I want to play running back. And when I told them that, they understood that, and they believed in it. So I was like, let's go.
All right, last one for you in the Boom Boom Room. You're welcome to Florida football in the swamp moment.
I mean, I got a lot of moments in there. It's like
you got a lot of yards running.
Yeah, like
what moment stood out the most though? Like you can point at and be like, now that one right there was a little different than the others.
Oh, I always tell this story until Montreal Johnson, Trayon Webb, and they was always telling me, and Jacoby Jackson, and them, they was like, we was playing Kentucky, and number 2, the linebacker, he was like, he real solid. He came from Georgia. I'm like, okay, cool. But me being hard-headed like I am, like, I'm going to try you, and I ain't too much care. So as soon as, like, I got an outside zone, and I think it was like, he was like at least 7 yards away from me.
Yeah.
And it was just me and him in the hole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to try him.
Yeah.
I ain't
Square up. Let's get
out. So I tried it, and I went, like, trying to run him over. He stood up. I'm like, hold on. That junk hurt.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I'm like, that junk hurt right there. Like, come on, dog. And then I went to the sideline. I said, y'all buzz online.
Okay. he was
solid. And the rest of the game, though, I was looking for him. I was like, okay, you over there. I'm over here, though.
Hey, man. JB, I'm going to let you out of the boom boom room. Good job, man. Unlock the door.
That was honesty and transparency.
I love it.
Right there.
I love it.
Yes.
Jaden Ball, Florida running back. Who's the best at trash talking, opponent-wise? Is there anybody that's like?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't too much think it was a lot of people who trash talked me. It was me, or more of me doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I talk a lot of junk on the
You
field.
do?
I try not to do it on the off the field. Like, I probably do it to my teammates, but if you ask any of them, I talk the most trash.
So do you do your homework on guys?
Nah, I don't too much care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just ready to get out there. Whoever you is and whoever you in front of me, I'm ready to do it to you every time.
We're going to see.
Will Florida be back this year?
Oh, yes. I'm ready. Y'all going to see. It's a movie. And I can't wait to, drop the movie and let's go.
Yeah.
Jaden Ball, Florida running back. Thanks for the time, man.
No problem.
3HL 104.5 The Zone.
All right, we are talking all of this football right now. So if you want a cool place in the fall to go watch games and, I don't know, maybe place a wager or two on them, you need to check out Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin, Kentucky. It is the very first exit once you are in Kentucky. And I'm going to tell you that this 2-story sports betting experience is crafted for the ultimate sports fan, for you. An immersive 2-story sports betting experience. It's got comfort, convenience, live excitement, high-definition screen spanning more than 1,700 square feet, and it seats almost 200 people. Every detail thought about, and it is amazing. Just a short drive from Nashville. So check out Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs. You can check them out online as well. Circusports.com. Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin, Kentucky. Just first exit once you hit the state.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Radio Road, SEC Media Days 2026 in Tampa. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. The commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey, joins us now. Commissioner, how are you?
I'm well. Good to be with you.
Yes. We're still operating in kind of a wild, wild west scenario in college football. How do we gain structure and move forward?
There are a few ways. The one that's at the central – it's a central part of the discussion now is, can Congress act to put in place national standards once again? We've lost that based on state legislation and various court decisions that either limit the ability to have consistency of rules or oversight. So that's one. I was asked a question with the word breakaway in there, which is comical to see how that's become the headline because it wasn't my word. And I talked about the frustration, but that causes us to think about where should we lead in a different way as a conference. Will people follow in that? That frustration is born out of a set of issues over time nationally and maybe ineffective decision making. I don't focus on are we doing something on our own. Have we ever talked about that? When you're standing at the podium and someone asks, you can either lie or tell the truth. And I chose to tell the truth. Yeah, people have observed that. But I do think we have the expectation of March Madness in this country in connection to other conferences. But how can we make the situation better? And where can we have authority at a conference level that doesn't create the kind of legal exposure that's existed or reduces or removes the legal exposure for some of these national rules if Congress doesn't act?
Right, because state to state, all bets are off, and nothing is in a synergy kind of level, right? Like you need a federal blanket, basically, like Don has over here, to make it kind of uniform, right, for everybody to operate under the same rules and
to have a College World Series.
Yeah.
To have a Final Four or a college football playoff, which is expected. We're expected to have national championships, right? High schools have state championships. Really. Now, there's not much emphasis on a national championship. To have national championships and national competition, you need to have national standards at a base level. That's the need.
I just want to point out, Commissioner, that your tie is very orange and blue Auburn today.
No, that's gold.
Oh, come on.
That's the yellow that's consistent with the logo. Nice try.
Man.
She's a little colorblind.
I've had that before.
She's a little colorblind. We had Alex Golis yesterday.
I know.
She's
I was
all
like,
excited.
Now I'm all up in Auburn joy right
true
now.
Story. You have on a green outfit yesterday and a green tie
okay.
with bare microscopic flecks of orange. And I wore that tie to a dinner in 2018. It was Auburn and Georgia playing in the SEC championship game. The night before, we had a dinner. And I had the Georgia president walked up to me, and we had a great conversation. He looks at my tie, and he says, "Nice you wore the Auburn tie tonight." I'm like, there's barely any orange. It's 99.8% green.
I had a beholder.
But everybody pays attention.
It's a real thing.
I was asked earlier today, like, when you went to the College World Series, did you have on Oklahoma's colors? I said, well, the problem is I have a problem that nobody else experiences. I left home a week before I went to the College World Series. Oof. And we have 4 teams in. So I have no idea who to pack for. So I had three green pullovers and 3 green polo shirts.
It's funny. She has to watch what she wears on the sideline on the ESPN.
Yeah.
So I hadn't thought about you having to watch what you wear.
Oh, yours is way worse than mine is. I only have 2 teams.
I have a lot of green ties, and this is blue and gold, which is our logo colors.
Okay.
So
I thought it was kind of orange, I'm just hoping here. All right, Commissioner. So I love that you pointed out your response to the breaking away, because I was talking to the boys about it, and I was like, God, I feel like these headlines are just putting this way out of proportion, because I just felt like you were being transparent and honest and saying, yes, those talks have happened.
All talks
It's
happen.
real, right, but not that like, oh, it's imminent kind of thing. So clarify how real the talks are maybe for people.
Well, the reality is we're focused on the congressional conversation right now. So as I walk down and you're on with Jacob, I'm on the phone with a colleague about what are the conversations that are taking place. if Congress is unable to act, and I said this in the White House meeting on March 6th, there will be additional fracturing in Division I because you can't go on as we are. You have to make decisions. And that's why having national standards, which is part of Congress's role, is important. If we don't, then we're going to have to make decisions as a conference about how do we regulate. That doesn't contemplate a breakaway.
Right.
Does that? So if you go back to the frustrations, I'll go back to 2018. We proposed changing a rule on volunteer coaches. The NCAA Management Council, so I'm not pointing fingers at anybody in particular, the Management Council chose not to support our rule change. Fast forward 6 years, we have a legal settlement that cost the NCAA $300+ million. We should have acted to change when we had the opportunity. We have a waiver process that the NCAA manages that is the most confusing thing that I've experienced in the last 2 years, and that's saying something. And so, pretty publicly last year we had litigation around eligibility for a former G League player in our own league.
We know.
People kind of point to that, but the predicate, what led up to that were a series of waivers where what I said to the NCAA leadership is, look, we have standards. Coaches push against the standards, or schools push against. That's normal. And then you push back, and everything kind of goes on. But when you move the lines, it creates confusion, and then the next push comes, and the next push comes. And we've encouraged the NCAA to limit waivers for years. And then this summer we have an action that we said is not on the right timeline, and there's a need for more information, some research on this 5-year eligibility rule. It might be the right direction, but the wrong implications. We have dozens of more lawsuits. There has to be a better way. And so the frustration that I was referencing in answer to say, yeah, they're real, is a bubbling up of that frustration to say there has to be a better way. That produces, how do we lead as a conference? We work on that. Where do we make decisions? Can the College Sports Commission and the oversight of name, image, and likeness activity be improved? Those are the conversations that are real for us as well, and more of the priority.
I know that you prepared for, you're such a forward thinker. You knew all this was coming. You saw it, years ago or whatever. But I can't imagine what your phone looks like, what your texts look like. Do you still find joy in your job and what you're doing with everything that goes with it?
Not in the same way. I've been being honest about this, so maybe this will be a headline. I was asked, what are the really good moments? So looking forward to the football season, if I attend an early game and I'm in the end zone for kickoff, we haven't any problems that day, generally speaking. The ability to enjoy that moment is still pretty special. I take joy in that. I take joy in meeting young men walking the hallways here who are part of our team. I take joy in the relationships and the conversations with the coaches at this time of year. I take joy in what we accomplish over time. But the frustration that I described on the part of our campuses, of the inability to get to decision points with key leaders, I mean, that's one of those things that steals a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Greg Sankey, SEC commissioner, with us on
Let's
3
give him some joy, Slay.
All right, let me bring him back. Put some SEC life in him right quick. Commissioner Sankey, you've been here before. You know the rules. When you walk in, the door's locked behind us. Series of questions. If you answer them truthfully to the best of your ability, speaking about transparency, the door will be unlocked and you get to go on your merry way. You agree to these terms?
I will agree to these terms.
Commissioner
Reluctantly,
Sankey.
but that's still an agreement.
Going into the boom boom room, lock the door. All right, Commissioner Sankey, we've been running through the boom boom room with the athletes, and I got to ask you, what's your nickname you go by? Let's remind people. You got a nickname. You had the family deal. Yeah.
When I was young and playing sports, it was Sank. Say Sank.
I like that.
Yep, so
like
it was
that.
easy.
Okay, let's stick with Sank.
Now
Sank.
it's Commish.
I'm the commissioner. Well, I'm the commissioner in the boom boom room. So, Sank, this is what we're going to do. What are you reading now?
I'm reading a book called 2084 about future world conflict, a fiction written by a general. Interestingly enough, I've been reading through the New Testament. I'm reading the Book of Revelation too, which is like.
Oh wow!
Trying to figure all that out. Yeah.
Conditioning regimen right now.
A combination of walking, running, and then some CrossFit stuff with weights. But I've been out of the gym because I've been away for the last 3 weeks.
Okay, and that's a quick hitters. Football or hoops?
There's no way I'm jumping into that one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
baseball. Because it's the end of the year.
It is. Yeah.
People ask me my favorite event. I'm like, our baseball tournament. I'm like, why? Because that means it's the last game that I'm responsible for a couple of months.
Okay, train through Europe or camp through the States on a camper. Come on, this is what I'm talking about.
Look at you, stumped the commissioner.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's amazing.
I'm in there.
My wife and I, whenever I retire, whenever that is, we have a deal. We're going to get a nice car, and we're going to drive America. So that would say I'd go camping. I'm not a big camper.
Yeah.
I'd be glamping.
That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I like running water and a flushable toilet.
Yeah. Anything under 5 stories is camping. I'm not
nothing wrong with
it. But literally, we have a whole, and we talk about it. I'm going to go. We're going to take the summer and relax at a place we have on the lake, and then we're going to go to the football games I want to attend.
Yeah.
I want to go see Army play.
Yeah.
At home. Yeah. I'm going to go see Cortland State play in Cortland, New York, and we're going to end up at the University of Montana because Missoula is a pretty cool place to watch football.
So cool.
Our guy Mark Mariani that does work with us played at Montana. He loves it.
Oh, I was up. I got a rear ends kicked when I was Southland Conference commissioner 3 times. But what a crowd! Just a neat atmosphere.
That's awesome.
Probably not going to go in December because it's cold.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Last one, I'll let you
hold
out the boom.
Hold on, just real quick, that whole retiring thing, that's not anytime soon.
No,
right,
I don't think so. That's just, we just
Good
talk
job,
about what if.
Like that.
Yeah,
We'll
okay,
go viral
just
on
making
that
sure.
Yeah,
Last
no
one.
announcements right
The
now.
sport in the SEC that you are most excited about to see grow?
What we've done in women's volleyball.
Yeah.
And what we're doing. So I just had a meeting about this yesterday. We've sold over 38,000 tickets to volleyball matches at Wrigley Field. It'll be the Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
It's awesome. Wow.
Nobody would have thought that. We just had 2 teams play for the national championship. And you go back 10 years, never would have happened. And I put men's basketball right there because I said to the coaches, they asked me what I expect in 2016. It was we had 3 teams in the NCAA tournament. And they're like, well, what do you expect? And I said, I expect you to be like softball. And they're like, well, what are you talking about? And I said, we just had every one of our softball teams picked to play in the NCAA tournament, all 13, because Vanderbilt doesn't have a softball team. And they laughed.
Yeah.
And I said, you should laugh. But if I had said that to softball 10 years ago, they would have laughed as well. Yet it's been achieved. And we got close with 14.
Yeah.
14's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if I had said 14, well, first of all, we were only a 14-team league then. But if I had said we're going to have 12, I think they probably would have laughed as well. So what we've achieved, and then last year we're disappointed at having 10 in. That's a disappointing year. I'll take that.
Something? Yeah. Well, Sank, you can put your commissioner hat back on, be Commissioner Sankey again, let him out of the boom boom room. Simple.
SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, appreciate you, Commissioner. As always, every year it's always fun to Nashville next year. We'll be at home.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And Dina Ivey and the team there has been great at working with us, and look forward to being there.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate you. More 3HL coming up, 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Big Slay here. I'm live and direct from SEC Media Day right here in Tampa. And one thing I cannot wait to do is get back to my own bed. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you, doing all the traveling that we do, you know, and I know the most important thing you need is rest. And if ever have slept on clouds, which I'm sure you haven't, well, you've definitely not been on a United mattress. Because you have the opportunity, you should take advantage of it. Go to theunitedmattress.com. Go and see what it's all about. I promise you, it's sleep like no other. The leverage that you have, I promise you, it's like you're floating. There's no aching joints and none of that. When you get up, you're ready to roll. You can experience the same sleep that I do. How do you do it? You have to go to this, theunitedmattress.com. I even got a California King, man. I promise you, it is next level. You need to get in on it. Sleep like you never have before. theunitedmattress.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay with you, broadcasting live from SEC Media Days. We appreciate you being with us. Let's talk all things SEC right now. The one and only Alyssa Lang joins us now from the SEC Network and ESPN. He calls you Lang. I'm going to call you Alyssa.
Well,
how are you, girl? Yeah.
I think you need to say Marvel's mom.
That's right.
I mean, that's right.
I have never received a text from Ron Slay as excited as the response when I said ETA 6 p.m. Marv and Trev. He said, my nephew Marvel is coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's her absolutely adorable dog. And Trevor, her husband, as well. Yeah,
Yes.
we won't
Yeah.
leave
We
him
don't
out.
care. We don't care about Trevor.
Two of my dogs.
Marvel wins all.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about that is Slay had to stay to do Paul Feinbaum show, so Dawn and I went back.
I heard.
And then she gets a text like, she was so mad that she missed
I was
And he
so
said-
mad I missed Marvel.
He said Dawn's going to be not happy.
I was distraught.
I'm so sorry. I should have texted you and Slay,
I
and that's
know.
on me. That is on me.
I did pass the message.
But you know what? There were so many people that were obsessed with Marvel. Like, I don't even think I would have gotten to get in there to get any love anyway.
He would have crawled. He would have
crazy.
found a way to crawl. I've never seen a dog just crawl to love.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and he loves the ladies, so you would have been just
That's what Slay
fine.
said.
He's like barrel rolling over to the ladies for belly rubs.
So
Smart guy.
it's been a wild SEC Media Days today. John Summerall, who's right down the pike here, threatened to throw a podium at a guy because his phone went off. But Will Stein stood out to us because he brought cakes, orange juice cakes.
Yes.
That his mom made.
That
They
his
were out of
mo-
his
his
mom's bakery.
Sissy cakes.
And I'm not just saying this.
Yeah.
They were really, really good.
Yep.
I mean, I had never had one before. I would not lie. They were really, really, and I will be getting another one next time I'm in that area.
I tried it live.
So good.
I got the website. You can actually order online, and then it'll arrive the next day. So
Okay.
I
Wow.
got
Overnight
you.
shipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing.
So there you go. Will Stein already making waves. Yes, but he did make waves because he flat out said, "Yeah, me."
Mhm.
That's going to be the difference.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
I thought as soon as he said it, my first thought was, gosh, I love that answer. And then my second thought was, gosh, it's going to get taken out of context.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly. Because it wasn't in a cocky way.
It was not in a cocky way. And I would implore anyone who is using it as a joke on Twitter to go back and listen to the actual answer, because I thought it was crafted in such a great way. Like, of course Will Stein knows he needs great players. Of course he knows he needs a great staff around him. But he also understands that, like, I know how I want to build this thing. And it came off to me as more of a sense of pride. I am proud to be able to be the one to represent this university, and I am going to give you the best possible job and the best possible work that I can. So not pride in a bad way, but pride in every ounce of me is going to be poured into this program. And I hope, I mean, Twitter will take it the wrong way, but I hope most people with brains actually listen to it.
Or watched it, because he
it.
stood there for like 6 seconds thinking about how he wanted to respond. So when you read a quote, it's a lot different than if you watch him go through that process. And ultimately, it's the buck stops here thing, right? Like it begins and ends with me.
Yes.
That's what he was saying.
And that's kind of the thing, too. A lot of these coaches, and I don't know Will Stein enough to know if this is his MO, but a lot of coaches will do or say things like that in a positive or negative way to take the attention off of their players, right? Put it on I will wear it so that my players don't have to. Not only that, if you're an athlete in one of the toughest leagues, if not the toughest league in the country, do you not want your coach to be dripping with confidence?
Yeah.
If you feel like your coach isn't confident in the program that he just recruited you to, why would you be, right? So for me, I love it. Like, fire me up.
Me too.
Alyssa Lang, it's that time. The time people have been waiting. This is like how
She
I was
has
anticipating.
never been in the boom boom
No,
room.
this is how I was anticipating
Look how
Marvel
excited
yesterday.
she is.
Marvel, when he was coming up, I was like, yeah, let me get out of here. So, Lang, this is what's going on. You go into the boom boom room. When you get in the boom boom room, the door's locked behind you. It's a series of questions. You got to answer truthfully to the best of your ability. If you don't do that, you will be locked in there forever in the cellar with the lost souls. You get 2 cots and 1 meal a day. You
That
gotta
actually
fight
sounds
over
kind
it.
of nice right now.
It's kind of cool. Kind of cool over the gauntlet right now, huh?
Yeah.
So, all right, Lang, you agree to these terms?
Yes.
Lock the door, Zelf. Let's go. Lang. All right.
By the way, Amanda is looking at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, well, Amanda knows I'm crazy, so I don't know who. She was looking at somebody else. It wasn't me.
They
She
hired
knows
me
it.
knowing
yeah,
that.
Come on now. You know what it is. Lang, you go into it, your nickname from childhood that people don't know.
My nickname on my high school track team was Altoid.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Small, white, and curiously strong, baby.
I knew Babs would like this. I knew Babs would like this.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I was a sprinter.
Small, white, and curiously strong.
Yeah, Altoid, baby. Okay. All right. You get to go on a vacation, which you just came off of when we lived through you vicariously on social media.
Yeah.
A vacation tomorrow. Snap your fingers. Where are you going that you haven't gone already?
Hungary.
Okay.
That's probably a strange answer. My grandparents are Hungarian. They immigrated after World War II to the United States, and I've never been to Budapest, where my grandparents were born. I'm half Hungarian to this day. My mom's a first-generation American, so I've always wanted to go visit, where my roots are.
Hey, love that.
Yeah.
I also did not know that.
No, that was unexpected. We're getting lots of things
on,
today.
Man, this is what's going on,
Altoid, Hungarian Altoid.
Hungarian Altoid, yeah.
SEC victory that you most remember, the most memorable one you were part of, covered, in school for, whatever it may have been.
2012 South Carolina, Georgia football. College game day was there. Georgia was supposed to beat the pants off South Carolina, and that was the loudest to this day I have ever heard Williams-Brice Stadium. Ace Sanders returned a punt to the house, and I was in the boom boom room of the student section that day, screaming my head off. It was awesome.
And that stadium is loud.
Yes, it was a night
even
game.
When South Carolina's bad, that stadium
is loud. We've never lost a party.
Ever.
Ever.
Guaranteed. All right, one more and I'll let you out of the boom boom room. Lang, on your journey, one thing that you wish that you could have done and told your younger self in this journalistic media run that you've been on?
That's such a good – there's so many things. I think the biggest thing would be to not be afraid to use my personality or channel my personality sooner. I was so afraid, and Dawn, I feel like you can probably relate to this. I was so afraid that I wouldn't be taken seriously if I had fun on TV and if I showed who I really was behind the scenes. I thought I had to be so serious and stoic just to get credibility, and it just wasn't true. And when I started actually being myself, which at my core is a sports fan, that's when things started to kind of flourish. And I think that's what makes this business so unique is we're all sports fans, and we're all different sports fans. You don't have to be stoic, and you don't have to be this serious robot. That's actually not the point. So I wish I could have told myself that earlier.
That right there, I call her Langer because she's the power Langer because of the runs you go on. That's how you got the headband. Getting out of the boom boom room, unlock the door.
Like Superman, I got my cape on, I got my headband with me.
You ready to roll.
Killed it.
Thanks for the invitation to the boom
No
boom
doubt.
room.
No doubt.
Killed it. Okay, real quick, because Amanda's saying you got to go.
Sorry.
Who wins the
Don't
SEC
alley-oop.
this year?
Oh, gosh. I think we could see a very different team this year. I think we could see a first-time winner this year. I do think Texas is built to make a run, but the road through the SEC still goes through Athens. So until proven otherwise, it's Georgia. Georgia's the team to beat.
There you go.
Alyssa Lang, ESPN, SEC Network, and Boom Boom Room Survivor.
Yeah.
She
Altoids
flourished.
in the
Power
house.
Langer. Altoid.
She flourished.
So you got to know. You got to know. The world would know now.
Hungarian Altoid. Didn't expect that.
She's hilarious. Hungarian Altoid. I'm not going to tell y'all what I thought of when she said that. It has to do with family night from last night.
That's a great night.
I keep getting people that are asking about family night. How'd it go? Success. We made it through. We made it through alive.
Yeah.
The casino might have some of my money.
Yeah, well,
our money.
To clarify, too, we were at one part of family night a lot longer than another part of family night.
Three different stops.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rio. But the stops were made, the names were given. I think the stamp was given to us. Like we came, we saw, we conquered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we were only there like 20 minutes.
Seriously. So everybody
need to be
knows,
longer.
the whole conversation of what is Tampa known for. Slay said strip clubs, and we have to go as a family for family night. We ended up, we did go do that last night. and Rio was very nice.
Yep. Her name was Rio,
and she thought it was very funny,
yes.
the entire thing. And so she was like, okay, well, if this is your first time in a club, like you have to come up with everybody has to have their own
dancer names, stripper names. Yeah.
Dancer. Let's call it dancer.
Okay, I like that, yeah.
Everybody has to have their own dancer name. So I was like, oh, this one's hard, right?
Yeah.
Because honestly, Babs is like a great dancer name.
Yeah.
You were put in charge of coming up with these names.
I was.
So what did you come up with?
Okay, well, she did help me with Slay. Slays.
Yeah.
You ready?
Get it to the people, Babs.
I can't believe
Coming to the stage.
I can't even believe
right
I'm
now.
saying this on air.
6'8", 280.
The
281.
Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, I forgot about that. Chocolate Thunder from Down Under, like Daryl Dawkins.
Let's go. That would have been my intro right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Mayor?
Coming to the stage, the one, the only, the leader.
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
How did I get Cowboy?
Because she decided you were from Nashville.
Yeah.
You usually go by Mayor.
Yeah.
And so she's like, nope, now he's Cowboy.
Okay.
That is his name.
Yeah.
What about Zephyr?
So she asked Zeph's wife that was with us to come up.
Zeph's pregnant wife who was
Zeph's
with us.
pregnant wife that was with us on family night.
Who had no choice.
Oh, y'all, we looked like an
Nobody had a choice.
absolute
this is it.
disaster walking in there. They're like,
Listen.
what is this group?
We came up with our show doesn't stop. This was a part
It doesn't.
Of our show.
It was just a part of it, yeah.
So,
Show is life.
she was trying. She was asking questions, trying to figure out like, what am I gonna call you? Like, what details can we use? And she goes, well, what's your ethnic background? Like, where's your family from?
Yeah.
And I immediately, Dawn was standing right next to me. I immediately looked at her and I was like, don't you say it. Don't you say it. And so she said it.
I said Mafia in Canada.
That's it. So coming to the stage, all the way from Canada to the South, yes, the one, the only,
Moose.
Moose. Big Moose. That was great right there. I love that.
So
I
what
thought that was the best name.
What was Babsy's name?
Oh, she got that later when we went to the casino.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we were at the casino for a long, long time.
That is where we spent most of our time. I was much more comfortable in that atmosphere than I was the other one.
Me too.
Yes. So I actually got this from somebody who was sitting at our table, who in fact was a dancer.
That's right.
At one
That's
point,
right. That's
y'all,
right.
it's wild in Tampa. That's all I'm going to say. It's freaking wild in this town.
Yeah.
Tabby.
Tabby.
Oh yeah.
Tabby was
The
wild.
one and only Tabby.
That is my dancer name.
That's Babsy's. Yep.
Welcome to the stage, Tabby.
Yes. So Babsy's alter ego name from now on will be Tabby.
Can I go ahead and say
Babsy,
this?
Tabby.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Alyssa, Zeph's wife, and I was like, they say they have the pole dancing classes. They're really good for you for your core. Like that, they really help you to strengthen your core. And I'm like, yeah, we can totally do that. Okay, then I watched our girl Rio last night, and I'm like, I can't do that.
No, she had some serious upper body strength.
Her arm muscles were insane. Her core strength, I'm like, okay, nope.
Give her respect for him, huh?
Tabby ain't going to be doing well because I could not do that.
This is not for Tabby.
It was a hell of a night.
No, great.
And we also ate at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
We did.
That was good.
We ate good.
They had some good wings.
Good wings.
Smoked wings, dog. Yeah.
Their wings were actually really good.
They were. They were.
So there you go. That was – and by the way, Steven Garcia, who you heard on our show yesterday, who is a Tampa native.
If you didn't, go find it. I'm telling you.
You've got to go listen to him. Yeah. That was a great interview. Anyway, he, of course, texts us this morning. He's like, how was family night? We should have invited Garcia to family night.
Yes, we should have.
Although I would be a little worried.
I mean, he gave us the recommendations.
Yeah.
He did. He gave us all the regs, yes.
And they were actually right across the street from each other.
They were. Now we did make the executive decision to just visit one,
is correct.
mark it off the list.
That's correct.
And then go to the casino
And
where
carry
I actually
on.
won for the first time in my life.
I know. I'm very proud of you. You won pretty big, too.
Yeah.
Hold it down. Somebody got to win.
I did not.
Wasn't me either.
It was not me. It was not Slay.
Yep.
400 will get you
Damn it.
950.
Damn it, Rudy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to bust when you're showing a 6.
Dude, I had a guy next to me, and I'm not the most expert blackjack player that's well documented. But the guy next to me hit on 17.
Dude, come on.
And took my card.
Yeah. Sometimes they dog you up.
And then he was mad that he busted. I'm like, what do you expect, bro?
You're hitting on 17.
That's when you got to let them go and finish up.
No, that's when you got to get up and leave that table.
Yeah, one of the two.
We had one of those, too.
Yes, we did.
She was a hot mess. We did. But the thing with her, though, is she had, like, a good energy.
The energy was phenomenal.
Like, it was just a positive energy.
Hey, man, energy goes a long way.
So I didn't hate it. Yeah, I didn't hate it. And then also she would, like, start to listen to me because I'd be like, don't you hit that. Don't you hit that. She's like, got
right
it.
Yeah. She was willing to learn.
So that helped.
Fun day at SEC Media Days today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Ole Miss, Florida, Alabama, Texas A&M all coming through today. Tomorrow, Arkansas, LSU, Mississippi State, and Texas. Our coverage of SEC Media Days in Tampa is presented by Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver, and by eSpaces, exceptional office space for every business, locally owned and operated for every business. Visit eSpaces.com. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you miss anything, get the podcast, download where you get your podcasts, and you can get it done that way. Or go to 1045thezone.com.
We're going to Burns tonight.
Burns Steakhouse, world famous.
We'll
I have
let
a friend that flies here to go to that restaurant and flies home.
Dang, I want that life.
Right? Thank you for including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take it lightly. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face today. And 3HO, of course, is Organized Chaos. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be me.
Oh.
Be you. Be us. Be me.
BB, Brett Batchelor.
Listen, man. Long night, man. Y'all have a good one.
Rio.
I guess.